fucking in Gmod. Fucking I've gone. Oh. You might experience a slight stutter while we do it. It's normal.
No, I don't high five gross people.
You are an innocent terrorist, but there are traitors around. Who can you trust and who is out there?
Oh, sorry. Misclick.
Alright, okay.
Misclick. Help, he's shooting me. No, I misclick.
Hi. Hello, hello. I think all you people are pretty retarded. God damn it, I can't even talk.
He's got a gun.
I think. Oh, no, man, that was my iPad.
Whoa, it's red! He's a traitor!
I'm sorry. Wait.
Oh. KOS Sir Russell! KOS Sir Russell! KOS Sir Russell!
Okay.
Where's he? Where's he? KOS.
I had to leave that. That was fucking AIDS. Right.
Do you know what time those guys log off? When does 17 come back up?
Oh, that won't come back up for quite some time.
Obviously today, but later today. Hopefully 7.2 comes up today.
Alright, okay, it's live on my stream now. This game.
Yes, I want to return to the lobby. No, I don't want to play your server
America.
anymore.
Comedy. And let's see who's on where. Come hang with me, I'm high. Hitler's Camp for Tolerance. That sounds quite good. Let's join Hitler's Camp for Tolerance.
Take me home to place I belong, West Virginia.
You're really shit. You're really shit.
All my memories gather round her.
In 1637, after seeing the schoolboy strike another in anger, causing him to fall down, when Andre Felipe challenged the then champion, British expatriate sleepless Bill Shippett to a match, Bishop was the odds-on favorite. You can imagine his surprise when he was describing what he had for breakfast that morning, and Andre walked up to him and thumped him in the neck, setting him down for the count in the parlance of our time. When it was universally agreed that the boy had...
Hello, I'm English. That's pretty...
Hi!
Hi, how are you? I mean, I'm here to answer any questions.
I'm kind of horny.
You're kind of horny. Fantastic. I can tell that by the fact that you sound like a 4-year-old. So if anybody wants to
Hey,
actually...
don't be mean.
I'm not being mean. How am I being mean?
Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I could have been home yesterday.
Donald Trump sticker on the back of his car, and literally like 2 weeks after he put that sticker on his car, like both his taillights got smashed in.
We hate Donald Trump. Kicked already. Hang on a minute. It said the room was fight me on anything, and I'm saying we hate Donald Trump. What the fuck?
I mean, technically you would be fighting him because he supports Donald Trump.
So technically I just got kicked for the wrong... What?
Don't ask questions.
Fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump, yeah.
Okay, there you go. He changed the law.
Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna retexture myself to be Donald Trump next time.
God, I'm in a room full of Donald Trump.
So, I'm gonna pick somebody out of the crowd here.
Me.
I'm gonna pick somebody out of the crowd. No talking. Alright. And no booing or whatever.
If I say I support Donald Trump, will you pick me?
No. Alright, let's see here. What's your name? A hero and hero. Give a mic.
What?
If you don't got a
Alright, are you American?
No.
Okay, I can't hear him. Olang Tang. Olango Tang.
Yeah.
Do you like Donald Trump?
No, I don't.
Yay!
Why not?
Variety reasons.
Mention
Private reasons.
He's not very articulate.
Private reasons. Stage.
Are you illegal?
Get the.
I am from Chicago, so I hope so.
Is he more
Alright.
articulate than you?
Probably not.
Alright, can you explain to me... Okay, everybody be quiet. Can you explain to me one reason why you don't like Donald Trump?
I don't like the way he presents himself.
Now, do you mean like the way he talks, the way he acts?
Yes.
I agree with that. I agree with that fully.
I follow his Twitter and I fucking facepalm every day of my life.
Did you like the way
Well,
that
I
Bill
don't, not
Cosby
necessarily his
presented
Twitter.
himself?
Hold on, not necessarily his Twitter, but I think when he did political candidate, I think a president should talk a bit more cleaner. But at the same time, America has free speech, and I think a president should also have that. He has as many rights as everyone else, and that's why I agree with it and disagree with it.
Hey, listen here. If I'm working retail and I'm selling clothes and I can't tell the customer fuck you, as his president, he should not be able to tell me fuck you. All right?
False.
Well, that's different because you have a job and it's an employer. As the president of the United States,
That's a job.
Well, I guess I agree with that at the same point because
It actually counts.
it's a job.
You get
but
paid for being president.
no, I know. I'm not denying that. But I'm just saying, as a president, you still have free speech.
Excuse me, sir. Can I put
But I
you
do agree with the fact that he should speak
what
properly.
you can do and get away with what you can do. Whatever you do, you can do.
can I put that
So
valid
don't
point,
fucking
sir?
say that the president can't do shit that you can,
Sound
that you
muted.
happen to not be able to do just because you're you.
All right, okay, wait, real quick. Have a good night, everybody. Enjoy your 4th.
Yep.
Jesus.
You want to know something too? Can you launch nukes? No, the president can.
Precisely, and this guy is the guy
Technically-
who Twitter says bad things. I mean, seriously. I think that's the only
I
thing
mean,
I can't hear you.
technically you could swear while you're working, but in reality you'll just get fired.
You
Yeah,
know,
because that's an
Barack
employer.
Obama's like a Satanist pedophile.
I love Obama. He was great.
It's also bad customer service in all reality, and with bad customer service, it will just get like the business to the shitters. So most likely, won't get
How
fired
can we
for
go
it.
from Trump to this?
But with presidency, I think it's a bit different.
Right, because he's a leader, so he can be more forthright with his actions. He doesn't have to abide by a certain code given to him by a direct superior.
All right.
That's part of
let's
the
change
beauty of
topic.
democracy, you fucking turds.
All right. Who here thinks that Donald Trump is racist? Good.
Me.
No one?
No,
Kinda
I do.
not.
no,
It's
I
just
think
one of
he's
those like
borderline.
debate things.
Ooh,
Yeah,
hold on.
borderline.
Everybody hold on. Hodor, why do you think he's racist?
Dude, I'm from Turkey.
Are you talking to me since I said kinda?
No, Hodor.
Because he's a state prison inmate. Don't you see his fucking clothes? I'm from Turkey.
What kind of stupid ass fucking reason is that?
All right, so you're from Turkey, so you hate Donald Trump? Is it because we
No.
eat you every Thanksgiving?
Oh, burn.
Oof.
Nah.
Fair,
Uh,
I think he's a bit
actually know
borderline.
Donald Trump does.
You know Turkey is borderline third world, which is kind of sad.
What?
You're like India, man. You've got the scammers, but you've got like the nice schools.
It's fucking retarded. We probably basically paid his defense budget.
At least, okay. Who needs this job to be a president? Does Donald Trump? No, he doesn't need the money.
No, he just
Wh-
craves
what
the
does
power.
Donald Trump get from it?
He
Nothing.
craves power.
Power.
What's
power? Other than
Massive.
power, he's helping the fucking American people, my guy.
Exactly, that's literally what he's doing, but the media is trying to make it look like he's not for some fucking reason.
Say something funny, you cunt.
opposition.
Anyone who's not a fucking sleep ass like sheep can start to see that Donald Trump is really only doing good things for the Americans.
I used to hate Donald Trump, and then I realized that like people that hate Donald Trump are fucking retarded. I first started out by looking at these people raging. It's called SJWs getting owned. Look it up. On YouTube. And I started looking at that, and I was like, oh man, that's really sad. And then I started like on the side there was like recommented stuff. I started clicking around, right? And then I landed on Ben Shapiro, and I finally figured out that facts is way better
Are you a troll?
than like CNN, man. Facts. Why? Give me facts. Why is Donald Trump racist? What did he say that's racist? What did he do that's racist?
He wants to build a
That's
wall.
what I'm talking
He
about.
hates Mexicans.
Why do you think that's racist? You know, ask questions in a conversational manner.
Okay, so
Yelling in the middle of the
Donald
streets,
Trump's
crying
really fake.
to the Lord is not a way to get anything done. Punching people, hashtag Antifa, is not the way to get anything done. The way to get shit done is to talk about it in a civil manner with facts. If you're basing it off emotions, you're never going to get a conversation ever done. All the time I hear, oh, yeah, but, transgender people should always be allowed. If you say you're a guy, you should be allowed to be a guy. Then, so I could just do some crime and be a guy and ask to go to a female prison. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm
Okay,
actually
all
a
these
child.
feminists,
I'm actually a
all
child.
all these feminist movements are like, we want equality to the genders. Oh yeah, we want all the transgenders. Everybody needs equality. Then, okay, you hate rape. You absolutely hate rape, but then you want to shove guys with females. What are you talking about? If you hate rape, why are you going to put them together in a prison?
Nope. Hell no.
If you hate rape, then why do you like Muslims?
Oh god, here we go. Here comes the Muslim conversation.
You're trolling, right? This is funny for trolling.
You do
Well,
realise
the Muslim thing, I think that it's the Sharia law that's a bit of an issue, but I don't think Muslims in general are.
Muslims in general
But there
not
are
an
a
issue.
large amount of radical Islamics.
Oh, come on, why?
Can I
why
just
would he
say?
that? That's,
All right,
that's
okay.
so
So
weird.
did
This is
the
gay.
Christian
You're
faith
rude.
not go
You're
around
fucking rude.
killing?
No English people
Most-
talk here. It's Independence Day.
Yeah, Independence my ass.
Get him out.
No, he's right though. It's the Sharia law. It's like a tribal
is the
law
Sharia law,
system.
yeah.
That's a remnant. It's a remnant from a tribal society.
You want to know what I
It's
hear a
not
lot?
really Islam.
You want to hear what I hear a lot? I hear a lot, oh, but the white knights killed everybody in the Middle East. Yeah, you want to know why? Because the fucking Middle Eastern people living there invaded them first, so they attacked back. When
What
they
about
took away
Rome?
Jerusalem from them, they came back and were like, fuck you.
No, I agree. But
Oh
what
yeah,
about
that's
Rome?
what happened in the first crusade, but the subsequent crusades were a little more
Does
like
anyone remember-
Yeah, those were a little
financially
more
motivated.
fuck, man.
Does anyone remember when the
Are you ever
Muslims
gonna-
enslaved a million, like almost 2 million white people?
Mascot.
Do you remember when Rome took over half the fucking world under the name of Christianity? Anyone remember that? Do you remember the island blew up the other half of Ireland because of they all believed in half the stuff?
Well,
I mean, it's
you know, I think personally that all this past shit, like if it's like all this crusades and shit, I really don't give a shit because everybody was retarded back then. We were fighting with fucking sticks, goddammit.
I mean, everything's
Nowadays,
retarded
Religion
now.
in general
It's
is
just-
retarded.
Nowadays, I think
religion
if
is
people
retarded.
are doing the same shit as back then, I think that's being uncivilized.
The only difference between back then and here is the fact that you've got media, and media is showing everybody what's going on, so everybody instantly hates the Muslims because of it. Let's face it.
Exactly.
Let's face it. Religion's all the same, no matter what you look at it. And most people hate Muslims only because the media is portraying them as generally a bad race of people when they're not. It's just like Hitler and the Jews.
We're all gonna
Were the
die.
Jews the bad people? In history, is Jews seen as the bad people? No. But in Hitler's version, they were seen as the bad people. You know, this is the problem. You know, people get such a racist remark out of something that is, you know, a very small, minute part of the population.
Let's talk about the UK. I hear you're from the UK.
I am, yeah, and it's a shithole.
So, the UK is a fucking mixture of chocolate milk
Absolutely.
and milk. Okay,
It's everything.
It's a fucking hellhole.
Yep.
You can literally claim asylum and they will accept you. Oh my
Pretty much.
fucking god.
You get,
Yep.
dude, you get arrested
Now-
for memes. For memes.
So there's this
Yes,
girl
you
called
do.
Lauren Southern. She's Canadian. She went to the UK. Somebody was out protesting. Muslims were out protesting about what if Jesus was gay. Like that's what their panel said. What if Jesus was gay? They went around protesting and shit about like religions and stuff. So she came back to the country a while later and made signs and went protesting about what if Allah was gay, because if they want to say Jesus is gay, then she can say Allah is gay. But no, of course not. She got when she left and tried to come back, she got banned from the UK and held under the Terrorism Act in the UK, which is horrible. The Terrorism Act in the UK allows the United Kingdom government to hold an individual without any rights other than maybe one phone call. No lawyer, nothing. They don't need to let you out at any time until they feel like they want to let you out. And then they banned her from the country because she said Allah was gay. Then why are they allowed to say Jesus is gay? United Kingdom is a shithole. Let's burn the whole country. Let's nuke it. Let's fucking make it a no-go zone.
The British.
We have to make it great
again. Right, you have to understand the government is fucked up. It is totally ruining the country. It has been for the last 50 fucking years, especially since we've been in.
It's the liberals. It's the liberals.
Liberals.
The liberals haven't been in power over the fucking UK since they bloody.
Europe needs another fascist movement.
The problem is.
We need to eradicate. We literally need a new Hitler. Like, please, Europe, give me a Hitler.
But only
Just
kill
like,
the liberals.
No, only kill all the Muslims.
Whoa.
Yo, I heard a really funny joke. Okay, so you know how like the Democrats lost, the Trump won. You know that, right? Okay. So like people were joking.
Wait, what?
No, that's not the joke.
Oh.
So I was just saying that like I don't even know why I thought this was so funny. It's just like the only reason that Trump won is because the Democrats keep aborting all their next generation, so now there's no.
Well, you know the only reason that Obama got elected is because he's black, and the only reason Hillary Clinton almost got elected is because she's a woman. If we're electing people based on their gender and all this shit, all they cry about is like, we shouldn't see gender. Okay, listen to this. We shouldn't see gender. We shouldn't see race. But then, let's elect a black president. Let's elect a woman president just because they're a woman. That's so retarded. If you don't want genders, if you
Hello.
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 How are you doing this fine evening?
Oh my god, you're not American. I'm so fucking happy right now. I'm literally the most happiest person. I've just spent the last fucking 10 minutes in a room with the N-word being shoved around everywhere.
Oh yeah, same man. I hate that.
Shouting about Muslims and that Donald Trump is great. I am so fucking bored of listening about that. Oh my fucking god.
Man.
Hello people, welcome. Hello Frank.
Thank you.
Hello, you are fine.
No.
So anybody got anything to ask? I mean, I'm just getting a little bit fed up of sitting in rooms listening to the same N-word. I mean, we can try a new word. Pudgy.
What do you call people from Manchester?
Oh, go on. What?
No, I'm asking you.
Oh, what do I? Oh, Manx.
Manx, right?
Is that where you're from, Manchester?
No, I'm just asking.
Oh. Okay. I mean, whereabouts? I guess you're sort of in the United Kingdom somewhere. You certainly sound sort of that area.
That might be.
You what?
I might be. I'm a really mysterious man.
Fucking hell. Oh, why are you so interested in what we call like Manx? Liverpool has
I
got
don't know.
Liverpudlians, you know. You got
Manchesterians, yeah.
yeah. No, I don't really. Manchesterians are not really sort of a thing. Yeah, I think it's sort of what they like to call themselves, but aren't actually anything that's there. Yeah, it's pretty better. Oh, hello, new face.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, hello. God, he's got a sexy deep voice. Oh, hello. Okay, and then we've got this guy here. Hello, Eben. And hello, Hudo. Ah, Hudo, you're in the room I was in a moment ago. Everyone's talking about how much they love Donald Trump. That's shit. Hello, Miner. I mean, if anyone's got any
How hot are girls in England?
some of them can be very hot, but if you like teeth, don't fucking bother. I mean, that's, you know, yeah.
They're pretty fucking hot.
I mean, yeah, to be quite honest.
That offends me as a vegan, transgender, hipster, Native American, Indo-Chinese, hybrid alien, agnostic, atheist, Roman engineer, vapes, fair trade, organic, decaffeinated, compressed, hydrated, extra protein, soy, breast milk on the regular, and does Hindi Kama Sutra, naked, cross, yoga 8 days a week. I'm also non-binary, transgender, gender queer, male feminist, and I identify myself as a pastafarian, pansexual, gender fluid, Apache, helicopter dog, a mega multi-alpha,
Basically, you're a fag.
so a mega combo god of hyper death, who's in a polygamous polyamorous relationship with Chihuahua, and he helped me cross the border of Mexico because it hates Donald Trump. My dog also walks me to the park and doggy style me. And if you find that weird, then you're an ignorant, arrogant, homophobic, gender-assuming, homophobic, bloodthirsty, gun-loving, cisgender, pansexual, bestial, sex, racist, incestuous, white privilege, misogynistic, biased, objectified, rape, privilege, Nazi, communist, slave owner, terrorist, lesbian.
Fuck me, you really. I mean, I'm quite impressed. I mean, I'll give you a round of applause if I could actually do a round of applause up here. I mean, that was pretty well done. I like that. You know.
Thank you. I gotta confess though, it wasn't my thing. I saw some commented on my Instagram post, and I thought it was really funny.
Yeah, but still, you know, how many times have you tried that in other rooms and they just kicked you?
3. Thank you.
That's all right.
Surprised you didn't add any decimals to that number.
You've been waiting.
I was trying to get it all out, man, and no one was having that shit. But you were the first. Thank you so much.
That's because of I'm
You're
British and slightly tolerant.
I love British people. Well, I mean, I know this is gonna sound a bit stereotypical, but is it true that like the females over there, the teeth is fucked up?
Well, I can say, to be quite honest, sometimes it's like going to Alabama. So, you know, you're going to have some that are nice. You're going to have some that are fucked up. You know, it's not everybody over here likes the whole teeth whitening shit. We just like to stick our dick in it.
In general, they're hot and they're normal. Yeah. As much as any other country.
You just don't
to be quite honest, you have your good and you have your bad. And, you know, we've got the added benefit that we have something called a chav. And the chav can be sometimes quite hot.
Oh, heck yes.
They seem to be a British thing.
And quite full of STDs.
Oh yes, absolutely. You can literally, it's worse than picking up an AIDS needle. I mean, you AIDS you will eventually die from. A chav you will definitely die from.
So where in the UK are you from?
I'm from well, I'm from a place called, well, I'm in a county called Wiltshire. So kind of we get related to in the UK as farmers, which we're not. But that's kind of, you know, different parts of the UK have different kind of characteristics. Like America, you know, you've got Texas and Alabama and all that sort of shit. You know, we see different parts of America, which I guess you guys do as sort of are in that state.
Oh, I live in the UK, friend.
Oh, do you? Oh, do you?
Yeah, Southeast London, my buddy.
Ah, Southeast London. I mean, I used to live down Bermondsey a long time ago.
Nice.
It wasn't, trust me. I mean, Millwall fucking fans. Ugh, not good people.
So you're from England, and you're supposed to be good at English, right? Because you are English. You're an English.
I am definitely definitely English.
So why did you make the name Ask a Englishman Anything? Shouldn't it be Ask an Englishman Anything?
No, it's English. It'd be English.
That's English. That's definitely English. Ask a Englishman.
Ask a Englishman. No, you gotta say Ask an Englishman Anything. Because you put an after when a vowel.
Yeah, he's right.
Grammar Nazi, huh?
See,
You
Oh, well, big fucking
your
deal.
language, mate.
I would just like to point out. Oh, he's gone. All right, okay.
Oh,
alright.
he got shy. He got
It's
shy.
alright, don't worry. I suffer from something called dyslexia and dyspraxia, which means I can't actually like write things.
Oh
properly.
shit.
Yeah,
So
I know what you mean.
I've got no problems telling people that, and yeah, okay, my grammar's not always good.
It's alright.
It doesn't mean that.
It's alright, bro. I didn't know.
That's nothing to do with being English. It just at least I fucking tried. I mean.
Yeah.
I'm just quite amazed that we've had this room up now for 15 minutes and nobody shouted the N word yet. You know, I think that deserves a celebration.
Nice people.
Yeah. Well, that's just kind of like it changes the crowd in it. Did I use that right? Did I use in it right?
See in it.
In it, yeah. You can say like in it, blood. What you doing, man? I mean, we could talk. Like, we could talk like everybody thinks that the British people talk like this, like good evening and hello, sir. Welcome. I mean, God,
That's some Downton Abbey shit, my friend.
We got this thing as well.
Yeah, I really hate watching the American programs that every Englishman that comes on goes, "Hello, I am English," and like,
yeah, it's all popular and what.
Yeah, if you actually walk around England, people go, "Yeah, blood, what are you doing, man? What you know,
What are you saying? What are you saying, innit?
Look, don't you stop outside my shop so I can shank you, blood, alright?"
What are you on about?
What are you on about, man? What?
What are you on about, innit?
Hang on a minute. Did you call my mum fat? What? You're calling me a liar? So you did call my mum fat? So you are calling me a liar? It's like.
Yeah, I'm just calling your mum fat. I ain't going.
Yeah, I mean, in those situations, just go, yeah, fuck it, I just called your mum fat. What are they gonna fucking do? Hello, welcome.
He's just gonna sob you know.
Hello, Mr. Shameful Twitch.tv, Loco the God. It's good to see you. You know, got many viewers?
No.
Well said, sir.
No.
Oh, hey, there you go.
He does talk. He does talk. That's all right because I'm on Twitch at the moment as well and YouTube at the same time. So you know, good evening.
Oh no, for real.
For real, for real. You know, welcome.
No, all right. What's your YouTube?
Oh, mate. You know, to be quite honest, I don't have anyone watching me because I'm not actually popular in any way at all.
But I could start watching you. I can show you. I do YouTube in it.
Left. I mean, to be quite, it's quite hard to find me.
Right,
For
bro.
some reason, I called myself Batman because of that's what I play under, and like the normal games I play, and like fuck around with people.
Oh, I see. Well, you could change it.
No, but I don't like changing it because of that. I actually like rolling at that name now. You know, I play a game normally called Arma 3, and that's what I spend most of my time doing, like fucking around with those guys. So. You know, there's nothing like fucking beating some people up on shit. But hey ho. I mean, what do you guys normally play? Are you this? Obviously, this isn't it. This is kind of a sideline for me. You know, I get bored as fuck, so I just sit here and talk to people. You guys must have something that you prefer more.
Not really. No, I don't. I'm not really doing anything. I'm just waiting for my friends to get on.
What were you saying, sir? I mean, you haven't said anything at all yet, Hodor. Is it Hodor? Hodor?
That's the only thing he says. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Hodor.
That's all he said. Yes, you got it. That's it.
Hodor. I like that name. It rolls off my tongue. I mean, the funny thing is, Minor, are you English? You state?
No, I've just been I'm state, so I think I've been working on an accent for a while now, so it's kind of good, quite good, as I'd like to say.
All right. Well, whereabouts in the states are you from?
I'm from I'm Texas actually.
Yeah, Texas. Ah, cool.
Yeah. A fun fact though I was never really like I haven't lived there for like the first year of my life. I was actually born in that area. I was born in Wales, so I'm Welsh. So I'm over in that region that you're in. Not really the same.
So you multinational or you only American now?
I mean, I'm American. I've got dual citizenship there. I was born in the first year or two of my life. I was in Wales, so I got dual citizenship. Oh, there goes Glennis.
Yeah, well, I mean that's quite cool. I mean, I would have loved to have the dual citizenship. I mean, of course, that means you can pretty much go between England and America without any fucking problems, really.
Yeah, you don't need a passport or nothing.
You've been over to the UK since?
Yeah, I've visited here and there, yeah.
You got family over here?
Yeah.
Ah, I mean,
It's not too bad.
how come the parents moved over to America then? Sort of job-wise, or just fancy the change?
Well, they were only over there because they were stationed there for the military, so they were only there for a while.
Ah, so your parents are full-on Americans?
Yeah.
Oh.
One thing I do hate is the
Englishman.
driving really fucks with me. The English, the driving there fucks with me, because in America you drive on the right side of the road, and your driver's seat is on the left side of the car, whereas in England it's on the left side of the road, the right side driver's seat, and it fucks with me a lot. It really gotta switch back and forth between the both of them.
Isn't America the only place that's different? Like,
No,
aren't we the only ones that do the right side and then like right?
No, there are other places that are different, but predominantly America is the main different one. Yes, I mean Europe will go on the left-hand side of the road.
What's the Star World spit in your name mean?
That's because that's part of my Steam profile, and it's a username I used to be known as for a long time.
Cool.
I know. It's not really. I mean, it's just a case of, you know, you don't want people on that you've known for a long time going, who the fuck is this other guy? So I just kind of tag it there so people know, you know, like, who the fuck is Batman? Where the fuck Batman come from? So now I'm known as two different names, and I just keep the other one in brackets just so people know who I am. That's pretty much where that comes from. But yeah, you know, driving on we call it the wrong side of the road. You know, it's a bit odd. I mean, I mean, what is my fucking avatar doing? He seems very angry right now, and I'm not being angry. You will listen to my wrath. Oh no, he's not doing it anymore. Fucking brilliant. So anyone got any more questions? I mean, any questions for a British guy? Big welcome to Consistency over there. Hello, Consistency. Welcome. I'm loving your beard.
Hey.
Oh, gold
Hey.
deep. Hello. And are you American, Consistency?
I like devices.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
what are you on?
What?
467767. You sound like, without sounding too much like a geek, a bit of a Borg. I mean, are you American or?
I'm anything.
A troll then.
Anything you say.
Anything we'd like.
Today.
I like the sound of that.
Oh. Ha!
Oh, there we go. Welcome back, Batman.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but it just turns out that I was just like disconnected from my own room. Yeah. How are you doing up there? 677776666. She seems very confused. Oh, okay. You will sit over there.
You
with your bearded
savage.
Man.
In the corner.
You sit in the corner.
Now you're stuck here with me, babe.
Oh. Oh, that was quite upsetting, you know. But hey ho. So anyone else got some weird? I mean, who was I talking to? I was talking to Consistency. Yeah. So what?
That's me. Oh, both of us.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, hello, Booger. Hello, Booger. I didn't even notice you there. Hello. How welcome. I mean, you got.
We were talking about the driving.
The driving, the weird driving. Yeah. I mean, to American, just it is a bit weird. But I think the funny thing is, to America, everything's weird. To the rest of the world, whatever America does is weird. That's the funny thing about it. I mean,
Right, we're just our own little.
It's you're in your own little world, and we let you sit there. I mean, you know, put in instance, for one moment you're just about to blow up North Korea, the next minute Donald sat down with him playing golf. It's just it's just one of the most weirdest fucked up things I've seen in my life. I love it though. It is definitely good entertainment. I can't really sit here and
Didn't he
slag
make
off
like
it.
the space army or something? Did you hear about that?
Yes, yeah, he made a space army. He's won every World Cup since the beginning of time. He's always come top of the Olympics. I mean, he's
And
literally.
I still hate him.
Oh, hang on a minute. Are we talking about Kim Jong or are we talking about Donald Trump here? Because I'm really getting confused.
I guess they both sound really similar if you're being vague. Huh? That's kind of funny.
Hello, Christian. Hello, Maddie. Hello, Harif. Hello, Mad Dog. My God. Hello, how old? I mean,
I've got a question for you.
Of course, you can slate to me first.
Why did you let the Scandinavian fuck you up during the Viking era?
Yeah, why did you personally let them?
Well,
yeah,
you see,
man.
The thing was, we really wanted to buy
America
their
wouldn't be this way
cars.
if we didn't get away from you.
We just wanted to buy their cars. That's why.
Hey, baby.
Nice.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Let's 69, babe.
The 60. Oh, yeah. You're fine. Hello, welcome again.
Hey, you guys get bags of milk, don't you?
No.
That's in Canada, my friend.
Yeah, we get cartons or plastic bottles, mainly plastic bottles now.
Yeah.
We've gone up in the world. We've decided that plastic is probably a thing that we should like use for the moment until we kill things with it. You know, because plastic's never killed anything. Do you know we've
I
got?
killed someone with a bag for life.
Yeah, thank you. What the fuck is up with the bag for life shit?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many bags for life do you actually own? Because I've got a fucking cupboard full of
A
them.
whole fucking cabinet full.
I know.
Right?
I thought, what the fuck is that about?
You always forget them.
I've got 50 bucks worth of 10p bags.
Seriously, they're making you do that in America as well, the whole bag for life shit.
No, I actually live in the UK.
Oh, yes, of course you do, don't you? Oh, fucking hell.
It's optional. We actually have to buy the
Wait,
bags.
bag for what now?
Bag for life, right. So basically what England did, because of their twats, is they decided that there's too much plastic in the ocean. So what we're going to do to curb this is instead of giving everyone free bags when you go to do your grocery shopping, they would make you pay for every bag you wanted. Yeah. So they charge us like...
Smoke some weed.
Huh? Sorry, that kinky dragon.
Show us your bollocks.
Alright, okay, 1 second. I can't fucking find them anymore. Oh, fuck my life. Oh.
Why are all us English on this fucking thing?
Sing us a song, mate. Sing us a song from England.
Yeah, go on.
Okay.
Mr. Brightside.
The equivalent to your national anthem.
Good fucking do it, mate.
Is there anything bright about England?
Is there anything bright about England?
Nah, it's fucking shit, mate.
No,
these 2 weeks have been.
I'm in Nottingham.
Hey, you wanna know a fun fact about the American national anthem?
Go on, go for it.
It's all racist.
So NPR tweets up like each part of the national anthem over the course of like 6 hours or so every Independence Day. And what's the fucking word?
Penis.
What's that fucking word? When okay. So they tweeted it, and Trump supporters thought it was propaganda.
Really?
Yeah.
God. But this is...
So that one Trump tit sucking guy that was on there earlier. That's another thing I don't like him. His supporters are fucking stupid.
All right.
Hey, so I'm supposed to ask you anything, right?
Tribe of like people. You can't put them in like normal group.
You mind if I play my horn?
Do it.
Yes.
I'll take that as a yes.
Let him.
Give him chance. I mean, he's learning.
And there's my fucking jazz
Armstrong,
trumpet
Louis
for the
Armstrong,
night.
is that you?
I am actually quite impressed. You know, thank you for your jazz trumpet. It reminded me when I was blowing your dad.
I have the puppy. them you're from. Give us some jokes about where you're from.
This game still sucks. That's good to know.
Yes, this game definitely still sucks.
Okay.
I mean, I'm from Wiltshire. I mean, that's probably the best.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I play my guitar?
Oh,
I have a question.
God. What? Go on then. What's your good question?
Would you rather live in?
Buy a guitar.
Would you rather live in the UK or the US?
I haven't lived in the US yet, so I mean, I'd love to come visit the US because I really want to sort of travel it.
I still have a question, but you guys want to shut the fuck up and let me talk.
All right, cool.
full of
What's
rapists.
the matter? What's the matter? Come on, you tell
All
me.
right. The fact that there is no like legal ownership of firearms in the UK, does that make you feel like your schools are more boring?
Oh, that's all right, Pop.
Oh my God! That
Wow,
was so
very
good.
nice.
That was so good.
Firstly, let's kill this because you Americans normally seem to think this. There is actually there is legal ownership of guns. It's just licensed properly. And
I have 5.
Thank you.
And it's not given to the crazy.
My
It's not
Second
given to the
Amendment
crazy
right.
people. Yeah.
Time out.
It does
Hey,
feel.
everybody, shut the fuck up and let him talk. He's answering my question.
Yeah, yes, okay, there is legal guns allowed. You know, there is a license you can get to have firearms in the UK, except for because of they're given as high actual checks behind these people that get the guns, we don't get people walking into schools, killing people. We don't get them. They not being funny. They're on the streets. People do die from them in the UK. They do die for them.
Yes.
You know, we can't
Shot him.
bullshit you. And you know, Trump.
Hey, am I allowed to ask you anything?
In a minute, but yes, you can.
Dude, that's the
Can I play my
trumpet
horn?
guy. Dude, that's the trumpet guy. Don't
trumpet.
let him say anything.
Mind if I play my horn?
No.
I'll take that as a yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Aw.
So anyway, right. The thing is, you know, I'm quite a firm believer that
This is
guns
boring.
in America should be sorted, but fuck it. You know, if anyone else has got a question.
Agreed.
Yeah, I got
Can you
one.
do us a rap? Can
Yeah,
you
go
do
on
like a sick beat?
Go on, Hodor.
When do you guys plan to import dentists?
I'm
Like,
not the guy who lost, by the way.
Sorry, Mad Dog.
because
What?
you know,
Import-
you need to start importing dentists.
Oh, I mean,
It's
well, we've
because
got
he's
enough.
a dentist and he
we've got-
wants to get out of this shithole.
Oh, we've got enough of your fucking doctors.
Yeah.
We don't need the dentist too. I mean,
We don't like Pakis.
Now you know I'm Scandinavian, so are you importing our doctors or are we importing your
well,
doctors?
no, we're importing your doctors, and to be quite honest, I don't mind having your dentist as long as you bring some of your like cars with you as well, because like I said, Scandinavian cars. And you know, you did bring up a very good point. You know, why did you let Scandinavia fuck you over during this? That was probably the only time Scandinavia ever fucked anyone over, wasn't it?
I'm sorry, I had to
we
leave.
fucked
My dad
England
needed to
quite a
rape
lot.
me for a second, but I'm back. Can you finish my question about the guns now?
Don't give gun to crazy people.
Yeah,
Done.
that was-
Shut the fuck up, you stupid Nazi.
Yeah, you. Well, no, he's
I'm a
Scandinavian.
Nazi. What?
He's
Oh, hey, real quick. You kicked my friend Hot Dog Bun 123 because our other friend was playing music. Can you unkick him so he can come back?
Oh, hang on. How do you do that? Hang on, what's it?
I don't know. I just got this game 5 minutes ago.
I might not be able to do it. I'm not sure how. Welcome to the game.
Hot Dog Bun 123.
I don't think there's a way of unbanning him. I didn't kick anyone, but if he got kicked, tell him to try join
I'll tell him
again.
to come back.
Yeah, just tell him to come again. I might have done it by accident. Doon, 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 doon. Anyone else got any reasonable questions? Oh. Hello, Kenny.
Hold on, I'm thinking.
Where are you from, Cool Keen? Are you
California.
Ah, so you are American. Fantastic. Oh, fuck me, they're all coming.
You say an Englishman, right?
I am an Englishman.
Alright, does it rain there every day?
No, we've just had about 3 weeks of pure sunshine.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. I hear it's pretty shitty over there, you know. I got some.
Wait, where are you from?
Yeah, I got some friends that go to school over there. They're like always like, oh, we want to go out, go to the park or some shit, but it's always raining. And I'm like, damn, that sucks.
Right, they're lying.
Hey,
where they're
weird,
from.
weird
There's no way British people go
biker
to parks.
homo guy in the back. What's
Well,
your?
no, they're
Where are you from?
American. They
Ah.
go to school there.
Well, the fact is, it rains a fucking lot, but we've had
Yeah.
3 weeks of hot sunshine.
Yeah, I live in Florida, so I'm pretty used to rain and stuff too.
Yeah, all we've been doing for the last fucking 3 weeks is moaning that it's too hot, and then for the next 3 weeks we're going to be moaning that it's too wet, and then the 3 weeks after we're moaning
Yeah,
it's
you
too
can't
cold.
you can never.
Are you the
you never
English
get what you want, right?
Do I sound like the English
No,
one?
I am.
Yeah, I mean.
I am.
Yeah.
Do I sound
Yeah.
Why is Scotland the better part of England?
Hey, can you put me?
Because of
Can I go on the stage for a second? Can I go on the stage? I'd like to
No,
address the
your voice
crowd.
is too annoying to go on
No,
stage.
don't let him on stage.
Hey, shut up,
Yeah, I
fucking
hate
Donald
this
Trump's
guy.
gay cousin.
That's
I
a
hate
kid.
this
Whoa,
guy.
whoa.
Yeah, look at this guy.
Way too
This
fast.
is
America's
edgy
day.
motherfucker.
I need you to be polite.
Okay,
Exactly.
listen up. First off, fag in the green
I'm not
hair
gonna
sitting
listen
next
to
to
you,
fucking Elton John's gay dad.
listen to you.
Can you fucking shut up? Next of all, fucking lumberjack Jim here in
Don't
the
listen to
middle.
this guy, guys.
If you're done
Distracting
raping your
his
son, can you please get out of my room?
You done?
Bro, what are you, 7 years old? Or are you goggling on a cock right now?
You done?
All this hostility is about.
I mean, this.
Exactly.
I mean, this is like
This dude
literally
hasn't jerked off in ages.
Just checking, just before something bad happens, has anyone brought a gun with them? Because I heard that's kind of a bad
I swear to
thing
God,
that
I'll shoot
happens in
up this
crowds
entire
around
club if you don't put me on the fucking stage right now.
I got a Mac 10.
there. Okay,
mate.
1
Half
second.
of them
I'll
as
put
a
you
Yeah,
on the
same.
stage right now. Hang on, 1 second.
Got a Mac 11.
There you go. Right, he's off the stage. Right, anyway, so hello, hot dog bun. I know you're his friend. I'm sorry.
British
I'm
Joe.
sorry, Keen.
And fucking fag. What was that for?
That was just a bit of fun, Keen. Oh, I
It
didn't
hurt my
ban.
feelings.
Don't.
Go on
Oh, I have a
stage
better
so I
seat
can
now.
Ban him, it's
You
alright.
all just experienced a British joke.
That was a bit.
Or I'll
I thought it was fun.
Do you want to hear a British joke?
I want to hear this lumberjack looking
I'll shoot you
motherfucker in the
off,
middle get
you'll
fucking
see
raped.
America.
That's what I want to hear.
What's blue and doesn't fit anymore?
Calm down.
Your mom's
there,
waffle.
discount Ben Shapiro.
A dead epileptic.
I thought it was funny.
Thank you, Keen.
Seriously,
You're welcome.
Becoming a friend.
I'm just cocked my gun.
No problem.
Yes.
Hey, what's the
Yeah,
oversized baby in the back right? What the fuck is he doing?
He's just here for
Hot dog bun?
the naked sex. Yeah.
No, I'm here to shoot you guys.
Oh,
No,
sweet.
He just showed up for the show, but he woke up too late, so he didn't book alone.
Boom, 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 dead.
I had to get drunk.
I want you guys all to go
I wish I could use this bar over here to the right.
I mean, well, I think we all wish we could use this bar over here to the right, but you know, this game's shit, so they decided to just put it there and let us not do fuck all with it.
I actually have a question.
Well,
from the
you know
England
what? That's
Yeah,
just
go
because
ahead.
this game is only $2 right now.
Yeah, I know. Who
All
wants the
right.
question?
How do you shave your goot area?
I have a
Use
question,
trimmer?
actually.
Man, I got a question, dog.
Do you use a trimmer
I got a
or
question
like a
now.
blade
Fuck
knife?
this
I
one
actually
over.
have a legit.
I literally just shave it.
Man,
yeah,
I
go on.
actually
You can
have a
ask the
legitimate
question.
Alright, okay, so I heard women over there, they're like actually trash. Like,
That's because we stole them all.
I freeze my shaw.
Stole
like,
all the
is that
hot
true?
ones.
What do
Like, all the
you,
women there
where
are
are you
trash?
from, Mad Dog?
Well, to be honest, it's like any
They're not
bar.
like trash, but like, you know, they
yeah,
could be
yeah,
better.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Where are you from, Mad Dog?
You know, I
No,
understand what
I'll
you're
tell
saying.
you the story. Let me tell the
I have
story.
another question.
Around
go on, you can do it.
1,000 years ago, we went
Do you
to
braid your
England and
pubes?
stole all their hot
Back in the Vikings? The
Damn,
Viking
honestly,
era?
I'm not surprised.
That's right.
Nice.
America steals everything.
Man, I tell you
Number
one thing about
15,
English people.
America.
Why them got
The
them
biggest
big ass
thieves
titties? They
of
all got
all
them
are actually
big ass
America
Shut
because
the
they go
fuck
to
up,
every
Keen.
country and steal all the oil.
I'm not even talking, you fucking faggot.
So shut the fuck up then. Now you are.
Hey, look at me, you piece
Hey,
of
shut
shit.
the fuck
Look
up.
at me,
Now
turn
you're
your
talking.
fucking
Now you're talking.
paraplegic ass head.
Now you're talking, aren't you?
Yes,
This is
Now
a
you're
question
talking.
for the American ones too.
So, do
Which
you have a long
black
cock,
like
or-
culture, like, do you like the British or the English? No, the
If you're
British or the
English, you know,
American.
probably have a long wiener.
Which of those two,
Are you talking to me?
like, do people
Yeah,
accept
that
more?
Johnny.
If it's black, I don't accept it at all.
I mean, I
Exactly,
don't...
but I'm
My
asking
dog,
like
you got the
black British people
Wait,
better.
are you a
or,
dick?
like,
Hey, is there a black
Yes.
person in this
Come
club?
on,
Everybody
boy.
likes British people
Yes,
in America. If you're
Yeah,
British, they
little-
will fucking suck your dick no matter what, bro.
Alright, everybody shout out too much for the British man to say anything. We gotta calm down.
Yeah, I mean, on your question for black British, nobody over here actually really gives a shit whether you're black or fucking Muslim or whatever. I don't.
Some
No-
chicks dig that
nobody
BB
gives a shit.
especially too.
You know, yeah. I mean, it's who gives a fuck? I mean, Jesus Christ, you're all fucking human beings. You gotta get along with each other and fucking just stick you in a room to shoot each other. Fuck me. It's just boring listening on the news every fucking.
Hold on. Wait.
Yeah.
There's a black man in this room, isn't it?
There's a black man in this room? Please kick me.
Man, get the fuck out. Where's that black man?
Alright, I kicked two.
He asked for it.
He did ask for it. I mean, it's who gives a flying fuck? I mean, seriously, people that have the opinions on fucking religion.
People that have
and
too much time in
race-
their hands.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, go out and fucking do a job or something. Instead of sitting there fucking, oh well, these
I
black
mean-
people. And, I mean, who gives a? I mean, what the fuck they do to you? Jesus Christ, grow the fuck up. I mean,
My mom.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. Okay, they probably did your mum at one point. Yeah, but it's. I mean, all I heard in the last room I was in was, "Oh, fuck the Muslims. Yeah, they do this, they do that." Can I just say one thing? Under the name of fucking Christ, under the name of like all that is holy and blah blah bullshit, the Romans went round and took over, slaughtered, raped, pillaged half the fucking world. Yet here's the Muslims, they blow a fucking few things up, and everybody thinks that it's the whole Muslim nation. It's not. Fucking grow the fuck up. It's as usual. It's like a fucking Ireland.
But it is.
But, oh right, yeah. I mean, it's just not. I mean, it's Ireland. Are they all fucking
But it
terrorists?
is.
But it isn't.
I am Muslim, by the way.
I mean, well, welcome. You know,
No, you're not.
it doesn't bother me. I mean, the
He's
fact
not, though. He's lying. I can hear it.
you can, I mean,
What's your opinion on French people?
that's actually a pretty good question. You know how Americans hate
Be careful,
Muslim
because this guy's
people?
French.
You know how Americans hate like Muslims?
Yes.
No,
You
it's
know how the
more
world
Mex-
hates
they
America?
hate the
Yeah,
Mexicans.
That's and the Mexicans. Yeah. Well, that's how the English kind of feel about the French. And I can tell you
They-
why they feel like that about the French, because of during
They're
the
dirty.
war, they didn't do fuck all but go, oh yes, we surrender, we surrender, and you know it was just fucking just stop talking about cheese and shoot somebody for fuck's sake.
I could support this.
I mean seriously. I mean, out of there's the Statue
As
of
a
Liberty
French
in
person,
America.
as a
there's-
French person, I can support this.
There's a statue.
You know what's
Sorry, carry on. I mean, there's a Statue of Liberty
What?
in America, right? So you've got something of power and symbolism over there. In Britain, you've got the
Don't
big
mess with
bed,
the
the
petit salop.
clock, and in France, they built a giant fucking penis. I mean, it just.
There's a boner in the floor.
He's having a stroke.
Well,
But I mean, the reason they built that was at the time it was the largest standing structure in the world.
I know.
Like the infrastructure was brand new and like blah blah blah. Like it's too big to tear down at this point is the main thing.
The same guy that built the Statue of Liberty built the Eiffel Tower.
He did. Good history. Yeah,
That too.
He did. Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, that's my
hey,
great
dude,
grandpa.
hey, do niggers
you know what
still
the
eat
French?
cornflakes
The only thing
in
the
Britain?
French are good at
I mean,
letting
this,
daddy do the fighting.
I mean, this is the funny thing.
That's a
right?
good
It's
question.
like-
That's a good question.
the person who actually built the fucking Statue of Liberty built the Statue of Liberty and just went, right, I've got to do something for France now.
Yeah.
Fuck it, let's just put a triangle in the middle of it. There we go. Fucking.
That's all the scrap. That's all the scrap metal that they had left over.
It's all scrap metal. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that is pretty much it. Has anyone got any?
What do you think about what? Do you think
Yo,
about
do niggers still eat cornflakes in Britain?
Man, they drink that soda pop.
Probably. I mean, to be quite honest,
White
yeah,
people, too.
white people.
Oh,
do,
I got another question for you. So do you know how chips started? Like, why do you guys call fries chips?
Because that's what they are.
Yeah.
Cause they're fucking smarter over there.
Because of chips are something completely different to fries. That's why. Fries are
Well,
thin.
can you tell us how we got fries, Mr. Frenchman?
Well, yeah.
We.
Well, look, here's the difference between chips and fries. Chips are normally bigger, thicker, and made out of quite a lot of potato. Fries are thinner, longer, and crispier. There is totally two different. We call fries fries. If we went to if we went to a McDonald's, we ask for a burger and fries, because that's what they are. We don't go to a McDonald's and ask for burger and chips, because they're not fucking
Oh,
chips.
so chips. So chips are just a completely different type of fry.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, no,
They're like
it's
a
not.
fat fry.
Yeah, it's not a fry at all. I mean, not
Different
being funny,
shape?
if you,
It's a potato prepared a different way.
Yeah, I mean, if you go into
Yeah, well,
Google
yeah,
and
yeah, that's what
actually
I'm getting
type
at.
in
Cuts of a
English
fry.
chips, you'll see a completely different looking thing to a fry. A fry is
It's
something that's
hella
small.
thick, dude.
You know,
It's thick with 2 C's.
yeah, you can
It's
get
like
chips that are fucking normal shitty oven chips, or you can get chips that are fucking massive, huge, pretty much a whole fucking potato thing. I mean,
I
that's
like
what
big
a chip is. I mean, fries are a completely
Yeah, it's a
different
deep fried
thing.
entire potato. That's what a chip
Oh,
is.
you used to have the best kind of fries. Okay, those are the best. Chips are the shit.
Yeah, chips are totally different. I mean, that's just one of those misconceptions again between America and England. Fries are fries. When we go to McDonald's, when we go to Burger King, whatever, we ask for fries, not fucking chips.
Do you put mayonnaise on your fries?
We're
That's a
English.
French thing.
We
no, they
put
put fucking vinegar on
everything on
fries.
it.
Ranch?
Yeah.
Hey,
like
I got
that.
a question.
Yeah, go
No,
on.
I think it's Mountain Dew Code Red.
Yeah,
Have
go
you
on,
seen the Simpsons episode where they rip all their teeth out?
That's called real life.
No, I don't think I have.
I have.
Do you
here-
have
here we go.
universal? Do you have universal health care?
Yeah, we call it the NHS. We were the first people to ever have that sort of thing.
NHS.
Yeah,
Oh my.
National,
Does it suck?
National Health Service.
Does it suck ass?
No, it's broken
It's
half
pretty
the
sick,
fucking
dude.
time. But to be quite honest, you can walk into any hospital, any medical facility in the whole of the United Kingdom, and you don't have to pay for shit. You just get it done. It could be anything.
That's cool.
I mean,
So you can get me the drugs.
yeah. I mean, it'll be funny.
No, you have to pay for them, dude.
Yeah, you have to pay for like drugs and stuff like that. Like you go to a pharmacy and buy for some drugs. Not being funny.
Yeah, I fucking hate niggers. Kill all those fucking niggers. I can't stand them, dude. I hate them all. Fuck.
Hi, Mr. Mum won't hug me.
I hate niggers. I hate those niggers.
And that joke's old, man. He said that.
Oh, this guy's on a rampage. You know what the fuck?
I can't stand them. Burn them all.
You know,
Take this kid out back and gun him down.
Send all the niggers to the sun.
I like to stick my cock in people like this. Hello, how are you? Would you like to come up here?
Would you like to come up here and I can just stick my
Praise the sun.
Me to do it. Okay, now we've shut up.
What's your favorite part of America?
Any part that's I don't know. I haven't been to America. I want to go to
The
America.
ability to say Allah is a nigger.
My favorite part of America is Canada.
Englishman do anime.
Brilliant. I like that.
The ability to state that Allah is a nigger.
Bro, put a nigger in the fucking hot pocket, bro.
So we've reached that part of the
You're
conversation.
a wrong server.
Oh my god.
But it's true.
It's boring.
Oh my god, get off the stage. Somebody likes you.
The ability to meme.
Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you.
Oh yeah, this guy's making fun of the
What do
EU
you think of
banning
Australia?
memes shit. Like you do know not every country in Europe are a part of the EU.
Yeah, no, we
Oh really? Oh really? Are you serious?
Yeah.
What
You do
time
know
is
there's
it?
something called
Yeah.
VPN. Yeah, you probably know about that.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
EU decided not to let in a load of third world countries.
I don't get it.
Hey,
don't get it.
British guy.
No more. You mean no more refugees from people who are raping?
Do you guys
and
have
killing
hot
their
pockets
citizens?
over there?
We have something that's like hot pockets over here. Yeah.
Pockets over here, yeah.
You know the
You guys don't have
Queen
hot pockets. Can't
personally?
put them in a hot pocket.
Pasty, a Cornish pasty.
Yeah. They're green.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Cornish pasty is pretty good.
Do you talk to the Queen personally?
Yeah, I talk to
Have
him.
a
I
big
talk.
WhatsApp group of English
No,
men.
to be quite honest, I'm not really interested in the Queen. But I tell you what, the American we've just
You're English.
The black chick.
You're English.
I got a question for you.
Megan.
What do you feel about sweet iced tea?
Dude, I got a question for you. Why the fuck do you even have a queen?
I don't fucking know.
I don't
to be
fucking-
quite and why do we have a?
I'm
Why
back,
do we
I'm
have
back,
a?
I'm back.
I mean, oh hi 6777767.
Would you
stop?
lick? Would you
Why
lick on
do you
the
have your
Queen's
flag in
titties?
here? His flag.
You know, the funny thing is, I actually quite like the whole idea of the royal family. They don't really bug us too much. It's not like they are on Twitter every 2 seconds.
No, they
trying
just
to
take.
talk shit.
I don't
Do you
know.
follow the World Cup?
I mean, we've got, you know, we've got obviously the government, which is fucking shit. You know, complete fucking cack. You know, we were on taxes very different to you guys, where you pay your taxes as you go. We are literally taxing everything. I might earn, you know, £2,000, and they'll take fucking 600-700 quid off that me, without even asking what I want to spend.
You are following the World Cup?
I guarantee 90% of this room does not know what pounds or quid is.
Okay, right. Pounds, right? So
They're both the
£2,000
same
is
thing,
probably
dude.
about £3.5.
No, pounds and quid are the same thing. Just a
But
dollar.
how does quid go into pound though?
Because it's
how
No,
much
same
quid is
thing.
in a
It's the
pound?
same fucking thing,
It's
dude.
slang. It's slang.
A quid is the same thing as a pound. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just it's slang.
Quid is pound. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, dollars and bucks. Yeah, that's a good way of saying it. Dollars and bucks. Ah.
Do you know I don't know.
Yeah, true.
Wait,
Good point.
there's like a massive stereotype that Americans are stupid. Can any American tell us what?
Woo, America!
Yeah, but there's a massive stereotype. He said there's a massive stereotype that Americans are stupid.
Woo, America!
I mean,
is there really a stereotype?
See, that's why.
There is. There
Just
is
the ones
a
with the Make America Great
stereotype,
hat.
You know,
Great
not being
hat.
funny. There is a total stereotype, especially since Donald Trump has come into power, that everybody else in most of the world thinks that Americans are stupid. But it's
Yeah, or they
bullshit.
refer like white people
it's-
as Donald Trump. Same
yeah,
thing.
It's the same thing as everybody in America thinks that all British people's teeth are shit. It's
Nah, you know what?
Woo,
The thing
America!
is, the thing is, it's the stupid people who are representing American on the world stage at the moment.
No, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you are right. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, right? Like on Donald Trump sort of side of things, firstly I was very against him. Now,
No,
not
I don't
so
think he's
much.
stupid.
Yeah, I'm not so much against him. I'm just against the way he
No,
presents
neither am I.
America to the world, and in certain things that way he does things. I agree that, you know, there are things in America that need tightening. You know, you need to tighten up the immigration laws. So do we in Britain, but maybe building a fucking wall is probably the most dickish move in the world. I mean,
It's kind of weird that we've gone full circle, and it's gotten to the point where Islam is just so bad that that racism is basically necessary and nobody likes it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just such a weird thing.
How do you feel about this is an English conversation?
Is it true they ban knives in London?
about America?
You know what's
Yeah, they banned
Dude,
knives
what the
in
fuck,
London.
eh? They banned knives.
I did that.
Fuck is that?
And what?
Knives.
Trying to ban knives.
America is God's
Sharp
Excuse me,
In
admin.
London, they banned knives.
Hello?
Okay, I can tell by your accent. I just wanted to make sure if you were like English as in British or a Brit or American. I can't tell. I'm retarded. Thank you.
Right,
Okay,
so
thanks,
this-
retard.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's retarded. I think he's just retarded.
What were we just talking about with the whole, you know, Europe things? Right. Okay. Well, there we go.
What do you think of the knife
Something about the
ban? Like
knives.
you have to have a license
Knife
to carry.
Guys ban knives?
Look,
cutting
guys. Look, in England, guns are banned. In England, knives are banned. In England, fucking everything's banned, and they've got
What
a damn
the fuck?
license. Now, unless you've got a
Memes are
license-
banned.
Yeah, memes are
Do you
banned.
need a license to watch TV?
TV's
need a
banned unless you got a
license.
TV license, my
That's why we
man.
gotta hold on to our guns, boy.
Straight teeth are
But
banned.
it's a scam.
this is the
Don't pay for a
problem,
TV
right?
license.
Freedom.
Just because Donald Trump says something doesn't mean fucking something's happened. Like him sat up there going, "Oh, there's so many stabbings in fucking London. The hospitals are overwhelmed." Bull fucking
I got
shit.
stabbed.
They're not. I
Did he
mean,
actually say that?
Yeah, he did.
You
say
sound
that,
like a
yeah.
British Donald Trump. That was pretty good.
Every single tweet, and they're like, "Holy crap, he's right."
But there are a lot of stabbings. There is
There's a lot of stuff.
I mean, I'm not denying that.
Dude,
there
there's
is
a lot of
fuck-
No,
stabbings
but, like,
I
everywhere.
mean, there are
in
more
the
police
world.
brutality cases
Dude,
than there are
I
killings
have
in the UK. Like,
Do you have
police
internet?
killings.
Do we have the
I
internet?
know, we
Are
don't,
you
we don't.
fucking
Not in the
shitting me?
UK.
Oh, what
Not
sort
in
of
the
game
UK.
are we on? I mean, fuck me, man. I mean,
So I ran the Can I?
See,
I heard
people
actually
like that
using
is
Skype.
why people like that is why people think America's stupid.
Dude, you know what I
Where's
heard
my
about
microphone?
America?
Because America
The Muslims
is
cut the internet to Europe, so most European countries don't have internet because the Muslims cut it. That's what I heard when I was on vacation in the US.
No, the ice is fine.
So okay, you know how the
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
in England.
gonna tell you one thing straight
That's
up.
so
right?
fucking bullshit.
Muslims are gonna have
ISIS, right?
next
ISIS
door
are
countries.
fucking Muslims. Grow the fuck up. They're not Muslims because they believe
The
in
radical
Technically,
Islamic
Muslims
terrorists.
are ISIS, but ISIS are
That is
Muslims.
just
Muslims.
yeah. That is just like fucking the IRA
So
saying
they're way bad.
Christian. It's bullshit. Not being funny. You believe in a religion. You believe in peace. You believe in this. You believe in all that sort of shit. If you fucking then use that religion, twist its words for fucking evil and hatred, suddenly that whole religion's a cunt. Basically, they're not.
Preach.
I find
What?
yeah.
Preach.
Yeah.
I find it kind of
the
ironic
Quran
how
says
there
you
are
should
4th of
murder
July
everyone who
fireworks
disagrees
going
with
on
you.
outside, and I'm in a British room. Find that ironic.
Do you guys get scared when you hear the 4th of July fireworks?
We don't have the 4th of July fireworks.
No, not you. I'm talking about
my
American
God.
people.
Why do you celebrate
Yeah, of course we do. Of course we do.
Scare you guys.
Yeah,
The same as you asking me why
Celebrate
You guys get Jehovah's Witnesses a lot over there.
Hey, British dude, British guy, listen. So you've spoken your word about ISIS, and I agree with you. But what do you think of like honor killings and women's rights issues?
No, you're right. There are fucking things in the religion that are absolutely fucking stupid. Doesn't mean they all believe in it and all do it. Not being funny. If you're in
All
their own
religion is
fucking
fucking stupid.
yeah, all religions got their own stupid shit. Not being funny. If you actually read the
Mhm.
Bible, the amount of shit that it tells you
Yeah.
in the Bible that you should do.
Yeah, but that's antiquated. It's basically like these people practicing Islam are acting in an antiquated fashion. They're acting like it's.
their own way.
So the moral of the story is to not be in any religious areas or anything.
Yeah, did you guys know in the Bible, in like the Old Testament, 42 children were making fun of the prophet Elijah for being bald, so God sent 2 bears to maul all of them to death?
Remember the part of the Bible?
Damn right.
That's an action.
Damn right.
Rhinos?
Damn right,
And this-
dude.
and
Fuck
this
those
is-
kids.
This is the point, people need to grow up about religion. If people want to believe something,
Yeah.
let them fucking believe it. But I mean, yeah, I think that we should step in and stop certain things in religion, like the fucking
Hey,
honor
Batman.
killings and shit like that. But fuck me, other than that, fucking let people believe what they want. Yes. So,
Do you look like your avatar in real life? You should run for president.
I don't look like the avatar in real life.
You
No,
know, I'd actually ride you about 50 times. You look very sexy. I do like you.
Thank you.
Okay.
You sound like Rod. You sound like Rod Stewart.
I sound like Rod Stewart.
Is this a good British accent, or am I
Can you do a
trash?
backflip?
No, don't ever fucking
That is-
British people don't sound like.
Can you do a backflip?
Oh, yeah, hey,
Oh.
mate.
How do you
Don't
do
talk
a
to me
backflip?
like
Sorry.
that, mate. We're just having a conversation
Sorry.
here.
That's
Right.
Australian,
Di-
for fuck's sake.
Right, listen, blood, alright? Don't fucking talk to me like that, right? Because that's how fucking British people talk, alright? We'll come round there and shank your fucking ass.
Oh, right, man. You want the shag size, mate?
No, don't shag me. I know what
No,
that means.
shank,
Don't ever.
shank.
Oh, I heard
Shall we shag now or shag later?
Alright, we can
Mr.
shank
Toaster,
first
if you want
and
me to
shank
shag
after.
you, I can shag you if you want. It's up to you. I'm bisexual.
That's fine by me. We'll just go through everything.
What do British people think of the Queen?
I think she's old.
Do you think she has a smelly
That's a
butthole?
funny old
I mean,
joke.
can I honestly tell you what the British people think of the
someone
Queen?
cleans it for her.
Yes, tell me.
No.
Nobody really
don't give
gives
a
a
shit.
fuck.
Oh, it's just like the Kardashians.
Do you think she's
Yeah, just
secretly
like
a
a cunt.
I can't
reptilian?
believe that.
I mean, the
Do you
fact
think she's a
is,
reptilian?
if she has a birthday or something like that, and you'll see on the TV, everybody celebrating, I'm going to say it's
Yeah.
going to be the same reason as most of the world. We just like to get pissed.
Yo, do you think she's a reptilian? Secretly a reptilian being?
Do you think she's a cannibal that eats children after she visited Canada? 50
Hey,
children were
dude.
missing from a school.
I
you had
think
to
that
choose
in
between-
real life
if you
she's
had to fuck
actually
one
German.
person-
Yeah,
If you had to choose to fuck one person out of the Queen and Caitlyn
She's
Jenner,
still a
who would you
Nazi
fuck?
spy after
Sorry, say
all
that.
these
The Queen
years.
and who?
Would you sniff the queen's asshole?
Bruce Jenner.
Do you watch?
I don't even know the fuck
Dragon Ball Super?
Oh,
Why
thank
doesn't
God
the
you
queen
don't.
have her
Have you ever
own
heard of
reality
Caitlyn
show?
Jenner?
You know, all I care about is that, you know, some of the recent 2 women that have joined the royal family are pretty fit, and other than that, you know,
Meghan Markle and
Meghan
Kate
and
Winston?
whatever the fuck her name is. Yeah, see, nobody gives a
Hey
shit.
man, are
You know.
you
What would
Chav?
be the hey? What would be the
Do I sound like a Chav?
At our store.
You kind of sound a bit like a Chav.
No, a Chav sounds like this. Alright, blood, what you fucking doing, alright? What you fucking
Get
saying?
off stage.
There we go. Alright, keep it like that. Keep it like that. This is a Chav only server now.
Is it like
real Chavs in the chat.
have like a yearly Christmas broadcast every year?
Alright, this is turned into Roadman server. Only Roadmen.
What would happen if you what would happen if you sodomized?
Get off of this. Alright, this server is only for London Muslimers.
Get off the stage.
We can tell the Americans have joined.
There's no other people in London.
Yeah, can you tell that mainland as well?
Hey, how's Lynn doing, homie?
On behalf of all Americans, I would like to apologize.
Have you converted yet?
Get off the stage.
I have a Quran for you.
That's good because the Quran is a very good book.
Get off the stage.
Oh, I thought you were saying like, have you
Shut the fuck up.
What fuck?
What is the
just let me get on the stage, dude.
What are your opinions on Donald Trump?
It's London.
I think no. I think Donald Trump is actually pretty good, but I think he says things completely the wrong fucking way round. No. I think he doesn't think before he fucking talks. I don't think he thinks about his plans before he does things. But
he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the world needs to fucking have somebody every now and again to say something. I just don't think that man should have the power to push a fucking nuclear button.
You know what? In that vein, dude, can I get a quick yee for Brexit?
Brexit is fucking bullshit.
Let me get a quick yee for it.
No, have you seen like when you guys left when Britain left the EU? Oh my God, there were so many fucking memes about it.
Then he has to kill somebody to get the codes. That's so fucking stupid.
So what time is
Excuse me, Batman, can you please let me on the stage? I will present something great.
Fucking get them.
I don't think that's true. I doubt that.
I think these 2 in front of me seem to be having a fight.
Inside somebody's body?
No, I just don't think that's true because I saw a video. It was like, that's not a simple.
Can I get a quick shout out to the guy who puts his Twitch?
Big shout out to the guy who puts. Oh, is there another guy with his Twitch name in it?
Quick shout out to people who put Twitch.tv as if people are gonna click on it.
Yeah, like anybody's actually. How many viewers have we got for you there, man?
One more time, fuck my mother.
That means 0.
That means 0, doesn't it? That definitely means 0. Don't worry, one day you might be
110,
famous.
fuck my mother.
You're rude.
One day.
I mean, to be
Show some boobs, man. Maybe that'll help.
He can only dream.
What?
So any fuckwit can make their own Twitch.tv channel, so what's the point?
I'm from America.
Yes, America.
Well, no, hang on. Right, I hope most of your Twitch people see that. Good.
Goodbye.
Good.
It's gone. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
What is your opinion?
So,
what is your opinion on the economic state of Greece, or do you just not give 10 fucks?
We don't really give 10 fucks.
What time of the day is tea time?
Greece has done nothing in like.
It is currently 20 past 3 in the morning.
Oh yeah, it's 10 where I am on the East Coast. It's 10:15.
In Australia, it is 12:19 p.m.
Here.
Like a 30%
It's Friday.
In Australia, it is 11:50.
It's not Friday. Yes, in Australia, it's great. Over here.
Are you worried about Russia?
Why the fuck would I be
worried
worried
about Russia?
I mean, let's face
I don't
it.
know.
I mean, it's a big country.
I mean, fuck me. What have Russia got? I mean, they don't.
So send your army of.
No, they're going to be cutting off your water, your hot gas.
Right, to
pipes.
fight
They're gonna be
Russia,
dead.
all we need to do is just chuck a fucking load of seagulls at them, and then they won't fucking know what to do with them. I mean, seriously. Sorry, Mr.
smelt
Russia
all
in
of
the
their
back there.
cars.
No, it's okay.
Nobody honestly cares about Russia. I mean, let's face it.
Fair enough.
Fair
enough.
I
just thought you might be a little worried because
the World Cup is coming home, boys.
I love the World Cup.
Yeah, well,
a serious
it's
question
sad.
here.
We didn't
Are
even
you
make
American
it. America
scared
didn't
of
even make it
Russia?
to the World Cup.
Yeah, are you American? Yeah. How
Yeah,
are
like,
you Americans
why
scared
are
of
you
Russia?
Americans scared of Russia like that?
Wait. Depends. It's like new
What are
leaks
you
involving
scared of?
Russia, like the
Americans are gay. America rules.
It's
Super
like
clear.
No,
Move
it's
the
not.
person with the top hat at the front. I
guessing,
can't see the man. Move out of the way, science top hat.
after the scandal with
Population of
Trump
an
and the
election
election.
of another country.
Fuck.
No, but
That is a big ass top hat, sir.
Nothing.
Why, thank you.
Yeah,
I cannot see the man.
I can't even see myself past that top hat.
I have to move the camera. It's so stupid. I must say.
Trump can,
Thank
you know,
Remove your
But
hat.
like, I
From
guess
Felicia
just because of
on,
the scandal
hat,
with
sir.
Watches his
Russia and
phone.
Trump, I guess that's why we're a little
It's like
scared.
a little about America.
But like, I'm not gonna lie, I think Greece is out.
What is this thing in the
popularity.
front
That happened
talking
a million
about?
years ago.
All I heard was
religion.
Greece.
Some random stuff from the politics.
All I heard was Greece and $4 million. That's all I heard.
Greece is in debt.
Oh, for fuck's sake, there's another top hat. Now my bloody camera's stuck.
What I say?
As long as he's not in the middle.
What do you think about the
Yes,
fact that
Abraham
Apple
Lincoln.
pretty
There
much
we go.
owns the whole of America, or has more money than America put together?
That's a lie.
Apple? No, it's not. Actually, Apple, if you check out on the money sites, actually have more money.
The stocks.
Yeah, well, it's not just
It's a
stocks, it's
conspiracy.
everything. Apple have more money than the Federal Reserve. It's ridiculous.
Well,
Don't worry about that. It's all going to be in the financial collapse sooner or later.
What's the
Because every country is
Your source. I mean, your
do
source.
you guys have any Walmarts
The
in
news.
England?
Ketchup.
Probably really
Who
stupid.
plays
No, we do. Yeah, we have.
Oh,
Walmarts.
really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh.
there's Walmart?
You have like
Jerry
a
on Seinfeld.
little
Yeah,
I bet they're
store
not
that
as
you can
weird.
buy
I bet they're
only
not as
socks.
weird as
Jerry on
the
Seinfeld.
compact dress and fat ass bikini.
No. See, the difference with English Walmarts
Yo,
and
I
American
guess.
Walmarts is there's a dress code.
Oh, thank God.
You
I
can't.
want to come to. Can I come to
You have
England?
to tie and shoe.
Yo, who's this bald dude sucking your dick in the front
supermarket?
row? He's a fucking nobody.
Oh, he's my new
Why? I
boyfriend.
want to
leave
go
him alone.
kill llamas.
Yo, look at that in front of me, man. He has a big head.
Sorry, what was that?
Boy,
Mufasa?
Mufasa.
I got a question.
Mufasa's the
I
father.
got a question, dude.
Yep, go
I
on.
got a question. How come English people have fucking bad teeth?
Oh
That
yeah.
question
Get
already
the London
has
door.
That, right,
Get
that
the
one
London
can be
door.
answered with another question. How come all Americans are stupid?
I thought you were gonna say.
Hey, America's not
See,
stupid.
well, there you go.
Can I
There you
ask
go.
this?
No.
There
There you go. You know,
But okay.
there you go. See.
So we have the worst education in America, the continent, but
Okay, first
You
of
heal
all,
people, but you're a villain. I'm the American healthcare system.
Give me a secret.
who's this bald dude sucking dick?
So who here is American?
Me.
Not me. None
No,
of
it's
us.
like
Okay, someone that's like an adult. Hold on. Okay,
What are you, fucking 36 playing this game? Shut the fuck up.
okay, so Orangutan. Is a moon a planet? Or a star?
Is what?
Yeah, come on.
Moon.
Is the moon a planet?
Or a star?
the name of the
It's about
No American
moon is a
knows
satellite.
Hey. One at a time, otherwise I'll mute the lot of you. One at a time. One at a time.
No, as a non-American guy, I can say it's a star.
A moon is a
It's
moon.
an actual question. It's a
not
satellite
a
planet.
It's not a planet or a star. It's the same
It's a
thing.
moon or planet because if
It's
we
a
had,
It's
satellite
the same
planet.
thing. A moon
they
is a
counted
moon.
It's a
if they
store.
counted moons as
Why do you
planets,
sound like
we would
you
have
should be
at least
narrating my
47.
book?
No. It's a satellite. It's not really a
Alright,
planet
how
or.
about this
Hey,
one?
Roger.
How about this
Hey.
one? How many planets is the planet Earth?
What?
What?
No, this is a
One.
real question. No, how many
Are you
planets?
fucking retarded?
No, this is real. The planet
No,
Earth
no.
is actually 2 planets.
Are you fucking
Right,
retarded?
because one collided into
Yeah.
Are you fucking retarded?
Oh yeah.
No,
it is,
you are if you believe it's not. If you want to go on and check the
The Earth is
NASA,
flat.
by the way,
The Earth
American,
is flat.
fucking
is.
American,
NASA lied to us.
yeah, go check the NASA site, right?
NASA.
What it
NASA.
was the fact that
Yeah.
when it was in molten rock, there was two planets sharing the same orbit. One was faster than
Yeah,
the
right.
other. They crashed into each other, right?
And that's what the moon was created.
Thank you very much. Yes, well
Hey,
done.
Batman.
No, that's wrong. That's wrong.
I didn't
I mean,
understand
if we
it. Okay, go inside, please.
Yes,
Go
I'm from
inside.
American school, and I'm saying this is wrong. This is wrong. American state school. Yes, I'm just letting you know that all your stuff that you're saying is wrong.
Talk about
we
bad
counted
American.
moons-
Shut the fuck up.
If we counted moons as planet, there would be at
Shut the
least
fuck up.
37 planets in the solar system, counting Jupiter, Saturn,
Oh, it's Anchor Machine. Hello there.
Jupiter's moons. Because there's like 20 of them.
Hello, bro.
Hey, Batman.
Yo.
Do you believe in God?
No.
Why not?
Because
I
believe I believe that people are allowed
I
to
can
believe in
fly.
whatever they want to believe in, but I believe
enough.
in...
We're asking you.
Yeah,
I
no,
fly.
that's fine. Yeah, I believe. Oh no, I don't. It's not even
I
about
can fly.
science. I don't need something to tell
But
me
it
what
is.
is
Shut
real,
up,
what isn't
man,
real.
shut
Yeah, I
up,
suppose
shut
so.
up.
Yeah, science is a definitely a big part of it. It's not like I'm a Scientologist or whatever the fuck it is. But
Fuck
I
off.
believe.
If you were a Scientologist, I would fucking report your
I said I
ass.
wasn't.
I know. If
I'm just saying.
Can I just say something?
I believe.
Can I just say something, Batman?
Yeah, I
Go on.
Don't bother arguing with
believe-
idiots. Don't bother arguing with idiots. You'll never win. I'm just letting you know.
Hey, shut the fuck up, Dodger.
I believe in what you actually fucking witness. What
Get
I
down.
believe
Go
in
to the
humanity.
kid.
I believe in people
Yeah.
evolving, learning. I believe in
I
the
mean,
Can I just let you know that the world
Can
is
I
not
say
as
something?
credible, so you can't
Can I
really
say
justify
something?
the
You
world
can't.
or the
No,
universe
no,
yet.
no,
So
you
just
can't.
let, yeah, exactly.
You can't, and I'm not being funny.
You can, but I mean to an extent. You
No.
can't.
Let me ask you
can't
guys
tell
all this
exactly.
one question: do you believe there is other life out there?
Of course. Yes.
Debatable.
Yes.
If you say
Yeah,
no,
of course
then
there
I
is.
honestly
Life.
believe that out of everything that is how huge the solar system and beyond is, and you believe nothing other than us exists in this whole massive
Yo, Batman.
shit.
Wait. Do you mean like Asians?
It's
I mean, yeah, well, you can call it aliens, but I mean, you can also say other vegetation. You can say bacteria. You can say anything.
That's what I'm thinking. Like I personally feel
Hey,
like
so
to
you
some
think
extent I
we came from
believe
monkeys?
that there would be complex
I
organisms. There
believe-
could be.
Yeah, of course I do.
There could be complex organisms.
I'm
What,
not saying them will
you
be.
Dude.
I believe there could be. Why can't there be? I mean, something in this whole fucking universe fucked up and gave us this. So there's gotta be. I mean, we're sat in a fucking video game talking to each other on a stupid fucking thing like this, and you're telling me that somehow evolution has led us to this point. That
too
there's
far,
no
mate. Don't say
Everything.
Exactly. Yes.
there's no
Everything in
possibility.
history-
What made us in
something
the
can
first
get any
place?
further.
Plan.
I mean,
You see, but this is the thing, right?
Also-
You can't,
Really
as
weird.
as
I'm
long
not gonna,
as
like, debate against
your
your
Bush-
argument.
even if
like,
we have
I'm
scientific
I'm
evidence,
a
all right?
like
See,
don't judge me.
Matt
I was
Batman.
raised
Yeah, I'm listening.
Catholic, but I believe in evolution. I believe in evolution.
One second. Let me talk at the back.
Okay.
So, Batman, I do believe you and I understand you, but I mean, you can't really justify it.
Other things
Nigger,
in
nigger,
the
nigger,
world.
nigger, nigger.
Weirdo. You know, I believe that.
It'd be like saying.
Yeah, it's
It'd be like saying you've got faith, or whether you believe in the facts.
yeah, it's like me saying, look, I do believe there could be life out there in the world, but I can't believe there's a God. I mean, who am I to say to anybody that you can't believe in somebody? Who are you to say to me I can't believe that there could be other life? I mean,
Yeah,
the fact is, you
That's
know,
good. You changed my mind.
yeah, the fact is that life is the way it is. You know, just because we haven't seen it yet doesn't mean it's there. You know, everybody talks about all this shit like, oh, at the center of the universe there's a black hole and we fall into it and fucking it all gets crushed. There's things we don't
His mom is
understand.
a black hole.
My mum probably was a black hole. You know, there's things. There is things that we don't understand, and to be quite honest, there are things that I don't think that the human race will ever get the point to understand, because of the likelihood is we will
into
destroy
conclusion.
ourselves.
In conclusion, I mean,
I don't think.
it really depends.
What is about
The maker of life, but it is also the destroyer. In
We
a sense.
will wipe ourselves out. We will absolutely wipe ourselves out before we end up doing anything of significance in this world, in this universe. As a race, we will absolutely wipe ourselves out because of nobody really. I mean, look at it. We're fighting. Half you people sitting here going Muslims. Those guys over there shouting niggers. So we're fighting amongst ourselves, right? And saying that we're not going to even get out there.
My dog, did you just see the N-word?
I'm sorry, Jock.
It's deep as
I'm
fuck.
sorry. But you understand what I'm saying, right? Everybody's shouting of stupid stuff at each other, right? We're fighting amongst yourselves, and then we're saying, right, okay, we're going to be compliant to anyone else. It's never going to happen. We will blow each other up. We will kill each other. We will go into school, shoot each other. We will go stab things. We will just do absolute. But that's what. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. It is the way it is. There will be eventually. There will be a. The world is never going to be. The world is never going to be in unison. You're never going to have all the countries talk to each other. You're never going to have that unity that everybody says that is going to happen. It's never. I'm sorry, it will never happen because of as soon as America says
Bitcoin.
America might go, we want world peace, right? No, you say America wants world peace, and Kim Jong will sit there and go, yes, I want world peace too. Next thing you know, it's fucking Kim Jong's fucking attacking South Korea again because he's got his own agenda. We are human, and that is what makes us human. The fact that we've got the power to destroy, and we will use it. We're a destructive race. We always will be.
The fear unifies. If something bigger than us attack us, we have
around the pussy.
we living in one nation.
I mean,
like
I don't
I
think
just hope an
there will be.
asteroid crashed.
I don't
just hope
think
an
there will be.
asteroid
In the first place was for power. I honestly believe the reason religion was created was power.
Or to cope with the things
that's
that
probably
you
true.
don't
But the one thing
understand.
that would bring the whole world together would be like a common enemy.
Yes, absolutely.
I feel like religion was created for the concept of things that people didn't understand, like the creation of life.
I think if somebody hurt a comment toward us, and that it was actually going to be a full-on world destroying comet, I think that all the governments will unite and actually maybe do something right with the world. But as soon as that threat is finished, it's all going to go to shit.
We'll go back to killing each other.
Humans are natural.
I don't know. We might all go around.
naturally have enemies. We can't help it.
So, yes, I do agree with that.
No, I think the reason is we naturally compete
Can I
against
ask
each
you
other.
something? And I know it's kind of like a stupid question because you said you don't believe in God. Do you believe in like hell and heaven or like some sort of subconscious thing after you die?
I believe
there's not going to be anything. Sorry.
I believe that we're all particles, we're all atoms, we're all something, and we.
Well, obviously.
What about ghosts?
Precisely. So no, fuck ghosts. I think what happens is material in this universe gets destroyed, it gets used up, it gets rebuilt as something else. And
Can anything fully be destroyed though?
In Russia.
Yeah, I don't think it can. I don't think it can be fully destroyed. I think that what you have got is something. There's always this debate about the Big Bang. Between religion and the Big Bang. And I actually believe in. It could be utter shit, and to be quite honest, it probably is because we don't know enough to even ever say it. But I believe there was.
See, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
you can't justify the universe.
You can't.
There's no way you can't figure it out.
But you really can't. But you can look at the fact that.
And that's why, my friends, you have to live life while you're happy. You just have to fucking deal with it.
Absolutely. In my personal,
hell yeah, brother.
In my personal opinion, when it comes, everyone's gonna have opinions of things. My personal opinion, in the way this whole universe was created, I believe this is just a repeat. We are on a continuous loop, right? We are you take a flat bit of water and you drop a pebble in that water, and it goes in and it comes out of the water as it's splashing. It is almost like that. We call it the Big Bang.
A ripple effect?
A ripple effect. So what you've got is the universe is expanding at the moment, right? But we've got something that we believe, of course, as they in quotations call it dark matter, is going to bring us back in again, right? So if that is what they reckon and is what happens, I'm not saying it is, but if that is what happens and everything comes back into this one singular point again, that one singular point then explodes again into a whole new existence. And
so are you saying like
itself.
Are you saying
Should we
like paradoxes?
just restart then?
No, I'm not talking about paradoxes. I'm talking about, I'm not talking about paradoxes. I'm not talking about, oh, well, what if this happened and we'll never be created. Matter gets mixed up and changed all the time. Not being funny.
Yo.
You're human now, but fucking hell, your matter could have been in the ground as a body, fucking 100, 200, 300, whatever years ago. That matter has then slowly been sort of changed into something else.
So you're saying like reincarnation?
Yeah, no,
Reincarnation.
no. Here's a good one, right? The
I can look at the
dinosaurs,
dinosaurs, they
right?
dead.
So the dinosaurs were living living things, right? They've then decomposed and they've turned into oil. Right, so is bark and so is wood and stuff like that. So it's all turned into oil. We've then put it into our cars and we run our planet on this stuff, right?
Vroom.
So there you go. That is matter that is
Alright,
from
Batman,
a living
I got a
thing
question.
into something that's not classed as living. Yes, cool, please.
With that thought, do you believe that mankind should just die off and restart?
I would never wish that on any living thing. I don't think that mankind would ever restart. I think mankind needs to just buck the fuck up and just get on with something. If we want to be, no matter what we look at it, right? You look at the whole timeline of existence that we know as today, right? Now, the humankind have only been on this in this existence for a very small fucking part of it. I mean, tiny.
200,000 years.
Yeah, and we're talking fucking nothing compared to the billions and billions and billions of years that have come before us, right?
And that's just talking when the world was made 4.6 billion years ago. There could have been eons, before we were made.
Look, not being funny, it's happened before, and it's happened in a very short amount of time. There was comets that hit the planet that wiped out a fucking whole race of dinosaurs, a whole race of creatures, a planet that was completely covered in these creatures. Yes, we got past it, right, but it wiped them out. So let me ask you, what's going to stop a comet coming and hitting us again?
What's going to stop?
What's going to stop
Missiles.
All right, no, but that's wrong. You blow up a comet, right? It shatters into multiple
and
comets.
it turns into.
I'm back.
Yeah.
It would be less of a risk to do that than just have it in one centralized area, minimize the damage and the casualties.
It would definitely be.
Depends on the size. Like drill to the core of it. Drill to the core from space. Like I don't know.
Has anyone else seen Armageddon?
Yeah, or Deep Impact.
I mean, look, the fact is,
Yeah.
we're fucked if it hits us. And the whole point of this particular part of the conversation was the fact of, do you think the human race should restart itself? We're never going to have time for that. We've been a blip in the whole fucking timeline of existence. And look at what we've done with it.
How did we get from talking
we should just die
about
off, right?
Brexit
No,
and
I
Muslims
don't think
to this?
But that's,
it's kind of
that's
it's
the whole
weird.
point of it. It's actually this is actually conversations that's going on instead of the other rooms.
What are
where
you
everyone's just
talking about, bro?
I've been
America.
called a nigger 5 times.
Yeah.
Within the past hour.
That's
Hey, the
racist.
Ugandan guy want to ask you something.
But again, I do say it sometimes if I get mad.
Jesus Christ.
But I
You say here, I'll bitch slap you. Simple as. I mean, the fact of the matter is. Look,
What's your opinion on the wage gap?
on the what?
What?
On the wage
the
gap.
wage gap. Oh dear God.
Don't
even start.
No, it's fine.
No, there's no such thing, but I just want to see what
No, there is such a
what
thing.
you think of it.
No, there is such
Yeah,
a
there's
thing.
such thing.
There is definitely
Like
such
what?
a thing.
Explain.
What do you mean
Depends,
explain?
but it's like different line of work.
Explain. Women take paternity leave and other things, and they take less risky jobs than men. When men have 88% of workplace deaths.
Calm down, little boy, pretending to be woman. Look, the fact is, right? The fact is, there is
Oh, got that one.
There is
Calm down, you fucking tranny.
No, the fact is there is definitely a wage gap, and the wage gap should be fucking closed. I mean, why the fuck has there got to be a wage gap? If the woman
It's
is
literally been debunked.
no. If a woman's
It's
good at
Obama.
the job, why the fuck can't she fucking do the job at the same
It
price?
depends.
dude,
it
but
actually
let's be
depends
honest.
on the
Let's be
interview.
honest.
how you
Dude,
present
let me say
yourself.
something.
It honestly can depend on the interview of your
Batman,
job.
let me say something.
Like the way you
In
present
all
yourself, your
honesty-
resume, it can alter your pay. Just it can be a fraction.
Yeah, but no,
still.
no. The whole point of this is what has been asked is the fact that because they're a
Yes.
woman, it's nothing to do with the fucking job description.
No,
right,
no, no,
or
it's
your
a man.
CV.
Could I elaborate on that one?
It's been debunked numerous times.
Okay, look at this. Look at this. You have two people. You have a male and a female. They've got exactly the same resume. And what's attempting to happen here is some people think that the female will get less pay. Now, the thing is, the reality is that the female has less things on their resume and less things on the men, and they complain. That's just what happens.
Yeah.
And yes, maybe they did get a bad start in history and shit, and maybe they did, all that
Yes,
shit.
they did
But
get treated poorly back
in
then.
conclusion, yes, in conclusion, they have enough power to have the same things on the resume as a man these days. There's
Yeah,
equality and
absolutely.
shit
Look,
going on. So
the whole
exactly.
point is, if you want fucking equal rights, then have the equal rights, but don't come bitching back when you don't think you have any equal rights. I mean, I'm going to ask. In fact, out of this woman question, I'm going to ask the crowd.
You
this, right? Here
what you
comes
just
a
said.
very
You
simple
described what.
question.
How are the acid attacks in London?
Oh, we'll discuss that in a minute. Here comes a very simple question. If a man hits a woman after the woman has punched a man...
Shopping for a new car, which one's me? A cool convertible or an SUV? Too bad I didn't know my credit was whack, cause now I'm...
It's justified.
The man
It is
will get in
justified.
Thank you very much.
It's justified for self-defense. He's right.
Yeah, it's justified.
It's the man's
It's not
fault.
fair that
It's
if
always
a
the
man,
man's fault.
like a
Never the
woman
woman.
hits a man, and then he hits her back, and then she
I will
screams
always-
assault.
I will always stand for the fact that a man should never hit a woman, but if a woman's going to come at me with a fucking fist
No.
and punch me in the face, then I'm going to hold that bitch down until fucking somebody comes and takes her away.
Exactly.
I will never...
Police run, and
I
they don't have
will
guns.
never fucking hit a woman because I've always grown up to believe in that. But if they've come in and hit me, I will put them to that floor harder than you can fucking think, and then I will keep them there until a member of the authorities comes and removes her from my sight.
You just triggered every
What
third
happens
wave
if it's
feminist out
someone from
there.
MM?
What is your opinion on
Yo,
third wave
what part of
feminism?
England are you
I think
from?
it's a joke. Third wave feminism, in my opinion, isn't a joke.
What happens if it's Ronda Rousey?
If it's Ronda
Or Holly
Rousey, then
Holmes.
face it, all you blokes in here are fucked. Don't even think that. That's just me. I'm sorry, but if it's fucking if it's her, that's it. Everyone's fucked. And Ronda, if you're in the room,
I don't know
Wasn't
about
she a
that, but-
shitty fighter, actually?
Wait, please, I'm probably a retard for not knowing, but who is that? Who is
Yeah,
that?
but I've heard she was a shitty fighter, actually.
Yeah, the thing is, you can say she's a shitty fighter, but I tell you what, she's still not the shit out of any of you, including me. So don't even fucking think.
No,
that
I'm
way,
Nate Diaz, bro.
That's true, but as
I will
a
get all my teeth
fighter,
knocked
she's
out.
pretty
I
shit,
want
right?
to talk about America.
Yes, she's a shit fighter compared to the other amazing champions, but she can definitely fuck you up.
Yes.
Yeah, that I believe. I mean, she has training to beat someone, but
On
compared
the
to other
boxing
people, she's
scale of other people, she's pretty shit, but compared to any of us, she's fucking... She can kick all of our asses.
Just said. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, fuck.
Hello there.
I mean, it is literally.
Apologies.
I mean, come on, guys. I mean, it's definitely a silly question.
Oh, I got a good question here.
Yeah, go on then.
You know how they always want equality on everything? Should we let women compete with men in different sports, like fighting?
Yeah. Well,
and all
no.
this shit,
No, because...
That's so stupid, I must say.
No, I don't believe we should have it, but still.
I'm gonna put this on the way of football. I think football is a bunch of overpaid fucking pricks that go down pussies fucking yeah, okay, soccer to Americans.
Okay.
I think they're a bunch of fucking pussies. I mean, you stick
I'm
them
gonna
in
agree with you on this, man.
David Messi.
You
Saying like we should work.
You stick them in rugby, you stick them in anything like that, and they'll get beaten the shit
get
out of.
fucked.
They bore me. The game bores me. The whole thing bores me. You know what? I've watched games where women played, and they walk around with blood pouring out of their fucking noses. And you know what? I'd rather watch a woman game of fucking football, soccer, as you call it, than any other fucking any other man game of it.
Is that Captain Ben the first bag?
No, not Val.
I play football
No,
and I do
not Val.
rugby, but I mostly played football first, and I hook shit up in
Yeah,
rugby.
What is your opinion on like American football though? Like, what do you think about
I
it?
think American football's brilliant, to be quite honest. I mean,
It's awesome.
let's face it. Who doesn't love
Yeah.
a bunch of people going around knocking the shit out of each other and blood? That's just
I
humans.
love
Man.
it.
That's humans fucking.
Did you
right,
know
it's-
that if you get tackled by like an average NFL football player, you feel in upwards of to 10 G's while getting like?
We'll be right back.
Do you
Depends
know?
on the hit sometimes. You don't mostly get trucked like that.
Do you know if your mother ever sleeps with me, then she'll probably feel an average of 10 G's going into her as well.
The thing is though, and I'm not even kidding with this, you can't even make that joke because my mother is a lesbian.
Step on a
Not even a
Lego
joke.
while you're
Well,
screaming.
okay, fine, she'll be screaming at the same time.
Oh shit.
I mean, what do you want me to say on this? Obviously,
Fucking rape. Rape. You walk yourself into that one.
Dude, like he wants
this room
registers
just
as a
got
girl
dark.
and he fucked it up in the girls wrestling.
Man, that
I
dude,
don't care.
dude, stop telling personal stuff about yourself.
It's one thing. You don't know where I live besides the United
no,
States.
but we know
That's
your
it.
mom is a lesbian. And that's something
That's it.
we
That's
deny.
all you know. How many lesbians do you think?
I'm googling. I'm gonna Google now. Kid in America
Mothers.
with
Yeah,
lesbian
yeah.
mother. See how many come out.
Probably not many.
It
There's
doesn't- it
gotta be
doesn't matter,
fucking
yeah.
millions.
How do you feel about
Hey,
all
man.
these genders
Hey.
that people want registered?
What do you think about gay
Think there
marriage?
should only be two?
Hang on, he's
Or
Say that again. Sorry.
how do you feel about all these genders that people want to register as?
I couldn't give a flying fuck.
You
People could be wherever the fuck they want. I mean, the fact is, I always see a male as a male and a female as a female, but it doesn't mean
Yeah,
if that's what they want to feel fucking comfortable with, then fucking I don't give a shit. But you know, is it going to hurt me? No, it's not going to hurt me. Is it going to fucking affect me? No, it's not going to affect me. If not being funny, the fact is,
Dude, in the,
Well, that
dude,
depends though.
Apparently, I
in the
read
long run,
somewhere,
it is
but it's
gonna
probably
affect you.
fake.
Yo, sorry to
That if you
interrupt.
misgender someone,
I would just like
it's
to point
probably
out I
most
can
likely.
only hear one person at one time. It's just
in the future, it is gonna affect you.
Yeah, in some situations.
Not being funny, I don't agree that, I think that if a bloke's going to go and get it chopped off and then have the full fucking surgery, then I do not give a shit whether they use the women's toilets, as to say. But if they still walk around with their dick fucking hanging out, then fuck off into the men's. That's quite as simple as I'm going to put it. If you want to fucking change yourself, then change yourself. I'm not going to sit there and be the guy that goes, oh my god, wow, you're
And
you're
later,
making
like
me
50
upset.
years from. And then 50 years from now, they're gonna look down upon you because you didn't cut your dick off.
Hey, Batman.
Hey,
What do
one
you
second.
think?
Let him, Toaster, just let
I
Mad Dog
thought he
finish.
was
Sorry,
done.
Sorry,
I thought he
sorry,
was
let Vegan
done.
finish a second.
Yeah, say we continue with this stupid culture we're having at the moment. Say 60 or 70 or 100 years from now, people, like normal people, are probably gonna be looked down upon for not being different. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, well, but then again,
no,
right?
I'm Scandinavian.
Then again,
By the way, I'm not.
if you sit here right now and we look back at, say, World War One, World War Two, right? If you were gay, you were killed. Full stop. You weren't allowed in. If you were gay, you were not allowed to fight for your country.
Be gay.
Right? I mean, fucking, does that affect somebody? Really? I mean, does
Well,
that affect the gun in their hand? Does that affect the bullet that's going into the person they're shooting? Does that affect the country they're actually fighting for? Does it? Because it doesn't. Right? Let's face it. If you are emotionally if you're emotionally going to sit there like an emo kid, fucking crying about the fact that the bloke next to you wants to fuck another bloke and probably doesn't even want to fucking look at you. I mean, not being funny. If he sat there going, right, okay, I'm gay, but I've got a boyfriend and you ain't my fucking type, mate. Are you going to be fucking sat there worried he's going to come around sucking your dick in the middle of the night? No, what I mean, seriously. I mean, it's not going to happen. I mean, how many times do you sit there? If you're...
It's like
I mean, you look at the fact you got women and men in the fucking army now, right? So, okay, you got women and the men in the army. How many times do you hear a story that there's a fucking army soldier, a man, sitting in a mixed barracks and suddenly he's got a woman sucking his dick? It doesn't happen. So why is it going to fucking happen with gays? I mean, come on, what the fuck? I mean, all that's going to happen is the fact that, the world is getting more open, and there are going to be people that are always going to be fighting the openness of the world, and just grow up. I mean, fucking
Sing a song.
Simple question.
Can
So,
I
like,
ask
what do
you
think
my
women
thing now?
actually fighting in the army? Because there's like statistics saying that they're like emotionally weak and physically weak is all.
Somebody talk.
I mean, if they're emotionally weak and physically weak, then how the fuck's that happen? What? Because of they. Well, I don't get it. I mean,
Nah, dude.
No, it's because
it's bullshit.
I'm actually in the army at the moment, so I can
I'm
you
gonna
know.
tell you right now that if somebody put a gun in my hand and told me to go fight for my country, I'm gonna be emotionally wrecked and I'm gonna be physically wrecked because if I do not want to do it, I'm not the sort of person who wants to sit there with a fucking gun killing another human being. So yeah, I'm gonna be emotionally wrecked. I'm gonna be physically wrecked. How does that make me any different?
No, the difference is we men actually can tackle stressful situation a lot better than women can. That's
You
like
say that, but can I also just point out that
No,
I would just like to point out that there are actually a hell of a lot more women in top level business positions now than what there were. It's the case of
yeah, but we're not talking about business. We're talking about war,
we are
army.
talking,
you know,
okay, that's
It's
fine.
the same subject, though.
It's the
same
yeah,
thing.
it's the same thing. I mean, you're talking about grunts on the ground compared to anything else. I mean, the fact is, if somebody's going to sit there and grab a weapon and shoot, how's a woman going to think? If someone's shooting at her, she's going to fucking shoot back. You know, it's as simple as that. You take it back to like the World Wars, right? They were sticking fucking children,
There were no
men,
women.
whatever, fucking in. Yeah, there were no women. Yeah, you listen to the stories. You actually read deep into it, and you see how scared these people were. You see how many people died. You see how much they didn't want this to be happening, right? It's going to be the same emotions that a woman will be dealing with at the same time. It's nothing to do with, bravery comes out of a human being, not out of a sex. So if someone's going to sit there and shoot, they're going to sit there and shoot. And if a woman says, right, I want to be in the army because I know I can fucking do this and I know I'm good at it and I know I want to be that person, then actually if you support them and give them the fucking chance, you might actually be surprised.
Army's
Can I say my thing?
All right, then, Mr. Toaster.
What do you think about, like, I don't know if this is a big thing in England, but what do you think about girls being able to join Boy Scouts? What I think is fucking retarded on the highest level. But what do you think about it?
The boys
No, buddy.
Mate, who gives a shit about the Boy Scouts? There's all that bullshit.
I know, but like,
It's all just communities putting together
I'm
a
going to tell
military
you
kind of
now, girls
militaristic.
are already in Boy Scouts in England. They have been for the last 20 years. Really?
Really?
Yes.
For real?
Well, Scouts beginning in England.
Hey, is it true that you can't have a knife at a permit, or is that just like a meme?
Oh God, we're back to that. No, that's true.
Is that seriously?
What the fuck out of here, for real?
Because of, I'm going to tell you something now to all the people, Americans who've just joined us, right? Because we've already covered this
Woo,
subject.
America.
We've already covered this subject.
I just joined.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's why I'm going to explain it. Yes, we don't have lots of guns out. Yes, we don't have lots of knives out. Yes, we still have crime. Yes, we still have stabbings. Yes, we still have shootings. Do we have as much in our area as what you do in America when you put the two spaces together? No, we don't. Do we really feel like we have
Yeah,
to?
because you have the gun culture, and like,
Do I have to? Do I walk down a street?
On the side.
Do I walk down the street thinking I need a fucking gun because I think this guy behind me is just about to fucking shoot me?
Hey, guns are safer.
Are they safer?
Makes you safer.
How's that?
an
how's that
armed
make-
society, safe
That
society.
is the. I'm sorry. That's
All right,
the-
how much do you travel to the other European countries since you're on an island in Great Britain in just England? And how often do you travel to the other places in Europe as an Englishman?
I've travelled to quite a few. Yeah.
Where have you traveled?
I've travelled to Spain, France, Germany,
Ooh.
Italy. Well, maybe not all those in the European Union, but still, it's the case of I've gone to a lot of them.
Yeah, well, the
I've
EU's
never been outside.
If I was to go to Europe, which country should I go to as someone who's from Europe?
Well,
Go to Bulgaria, the best place in the world.
Spain,
Spain.
definitely Spain.
Go to America. Go to America.
Go to
Really?
Mallorca.
Spain?
Italy
Yeah,
now
go
they're
to
getting
Mallorca.
Alright.
It's
Alright.
it's parties, it's sex, it's drinks.
Amazing.
Majorca.
What if I don't like peninsulas? What if I have like a weird fear of peninsulas?
Then come to my country,
America.
Then
Norway.
go to
What
Germany.
would your number 2 pick?
Germany.
Or yeah.
Sorry, I don't
Okay,
support
cool.
Russia.
Where in Germany would I go? That I can get mine in Germany. I got blonde and blue eyes. I'll fit in there.
Deutschland,
America.
To be quite honest, when it comes down to Germany, you can fucking go anywhere in Germany. I mean, it's
Yeah.
the fact is...
No, go to Amsterdam. They have weed and prostitution is legal.
Is Merc gonna eat me if I'm aggressive?
gonna fucking suck your
Netherlands, I'm fucking retarded. Not Amsterdam.
Amsterdam is correct though.
Yeah, I know it's
yeah,
in.
you are correct.
That is the
Amsterdam is in
Muslim.
the Netherlands, guy.
Yeah,
That's
wait, is
the
it
capital
just
of
a
the
city or
Netherlands.
country?
How bad is the Muslim presence over there right now?
Oh god,
Not bad.
that one.
Yeah, still never got to the acid throwing.
Hey, what do you expect? This is the internet, dude.
It's like
Serious question, because I only did on forums, and I'm not sure if they're true or not, so I'm just wondering.
Hey man, yo, blue hair,
right,
you go
okay,
on 4chan?
I'm going to give you the simple version of what we've already gone through with the whole Muslim thing.
There's like
nobody.
Oh, you know what? You don't have to graze over it if it's been done.
No, it's cool. No, because you need to know because you sound like somebody who has a problem with them. Nobody.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Nobody really gives a fuck about the Muslims here because of all we believe is it's ISIS and a bunch of terrorists. And if you're just about to say that all Muslims, okay, that means all fucking basically all of Christians are also terrorists because
Are
of
molesters.
are molesters,
Oh, yeah,
terrorists
because
because of when they were in Rome, they went round, took over, raped, pillaged, the whole rest of the world. The only difference is, guess
This is
what?
true.
We've got the media fucking now.
Woo, crusade!
Let's change the.
Yeah, you know, I don't have a religious preference, but I completely agree with that. I was just wondering because you read about it, it's cool to talk to somebody from here to actually get facts.
No, it's fine.
Is the BBC?
So
Is
what's
the BBC is like?
So how often does it rain there? Because I hear at the English place it's pretty rainy there.
General.
We've just had
at a
3 weeks of
time.
pure. Yeah, we've just had 3 weeks of pure sunshine. We've gone through that as
Oh
well.
my god.
We've had 3 weeks
That's
of pure
probably
sunshine.
rare.
We've moaned about it every single day. Next week we're gonna have 3
Wow.
weeks of pure rain. We're gonna moan about that every day.
Ooh.
Then after that we're gonna probably have 3 weeks of snow, and we'll moan about that every day. Basically, the weather over
What?
in England is shit.
Snow in August.
Wow, so you're gonna get snow?
You'll bitch
Okay, I
about-
didn't know
you'll
that
find
because
something
we're
to
in the
bitch
summer
about.
over here. So does that you guys are just in the opposite seasons
Can I ask
from
you a
us?
serious
You're getting
question?
snow in
It's
the
like
middle of
meme
July?
answers,
No, it's just
whatever.
England's
saying.
just fucked up. I mean, in a small space,
Oh, wow.
you've got Scotland that's always covered in snow, pretty much. You've got England that goes between rain and wet. You've got Ireland where it's normally just cold but still
Moist.
sunny
I
at the
have a
same
question.
time.
England was a swamp, so.
And Scotland
What
where
is
it's
So who's your favorite leader from England? Is it Winston Churchill or is it someone else? Because you only hear about Winston Churchill in American schools.
Churchill's from England.
Honestly,
Winston Churchill is a fucking god.
No,
Get
honest,
out of the
I'm going to be
swamp.
totally honest with you. I really couldn't stand any of the cunts that are in charge of fucking Britain ever
Fair
in
enough.
anything because of they
And
all
before-
have their own fucking problems, and it's just like sitting there and saying, I mean, you guys are very patriotic in America. You've all got your favorite presidents. You've all got
Ooh,
all
America.
that sort of stuff. But to me,
Trump.
you know what? And you're all gonna fucking hate me for this. The most influential person in politics that I have found so far are the last 2 presidents, which would be fucking whatever the fuck his name was. the last
Obama.
one.
Trump, Obama.
Barack Obama.
No.
Barack
Not Trump. Not
Obama.
yet. Trump's still got time to
Oh,
prove
George W.
himself.
Bush and Obama.
Obama and Bush. Oh man, they were so good.
Who
Wow.
was the one
wow.
before Boo?
Bush
Who
and
was one
Obama?
before Boo?
Bush.
Clinton.
George Bush.
Clinton. I
Clinton.
fucking loved Clinton.
No, it was Bush. It was
You know
Bush.
what? Clinton wasn't so bad. Clinton wasn't so bad, but he did open relations with China, which kind of messed things up a little bit. But we're not here to talk about economics, you know?
Yo, dude,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but you asked a question, and that's
Yo,
what
that
it
was
is, you know.
Nixon.
Hey,
Those
I
Nixon
appreciate
usually
it, man. I
open up
appreciate it.
Like-
That's a good, honest answer. I didn't realize that. So where do you lean politically then?
I actually, to be quite honest, you know, I was quite true for the thing. I never voted. I don't want to vote because I don't.
Wow.
When it comes down to British voting, right? Most of the country's kind of woken up to this, just like your country woke up and kind of put in Trump, I don't
Canada
particularly,
is right now.
yeah, and Canada as well. I don't particularly like Trump, but I kind of see where he's coming from a lot of stuff. And it's the same with Britain. We're getting to that point. We're going to put someone stupid in charge, and the reason for it is all the parties that always fight for the same shit don't actually fight for the people. They fight for what they fucking want, and they fight to sit in a room that they get everything free and do everything free. It's bullshit.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah,
like, it's probably a really stupid
Let's
question.
talk real questions here. What's your favorite beer?
Like, what are you? What kind of political? Like, do you guys have political parties over there?
What's your favorite thing to drink? 'Cause I got Jack and Coke right now. So I need to. If we're gonna talk real talk here, I need to know what you like to drink.
Okay, Jeremy, let me just quickly finish Mr. Toaster's question. Sorry, what was your question quickly, Mr. Toaster?
Like, do you have any political parties? Like, what are your political parties over in England? Because I'm not sure.
We have 4 different parties here. You have the Liberal
Oh
Democrats.
wow.
You have
Okay.
Labour. You have Conservatives, and
Yeah, but
you
Labour
have-
basically neo-Nazis.
basically, and then you have like little things like the Green Party and stuff like that. But the thing is, they're all the fucking same. General Sticky, I'm definitely more of a lager drinker. I like things like Peroni and I like Budweiser and stuff like that. I'm not really a
I have a
person.
question. What's
your
opinion on
Do you like Guinness? When it comes to beer, Guinness is my favorite.
Irish.
Guinness is amazing. Oh my god.
Oh, dude, do you like Newcastle then? Are you a Newcastle?
How you like fucking Guinness? Do you like Guinness?
What, you talk about ale like Newcastle Brown and stuff like that? I can't even
No, like
stand
light
that.
beer, like Bud Light.
Yeah, I like Bud Light. I like all that sort of stuff. I mean, I'll drink lager. I don't like ale. I don't.
Dang, man, you don't vote? You like Bud Light? You should just move to America. You fit right in with everybody else.
Oh yeah, you fit right into some areas of America, especially where I'm
The funny thing is, I'll probably get
Beer's fly
You gotta grab that bush.
The
You
beer's
gotta have
fly
that natty break.
Hey, guess what? Guess what? If you have an English accent, you can get laid just by the sound of your voice, and you can just lie your way through everything else in America. Dude. Buy yourself a ticket, do yourself a favor, and get over here. Just don't fly to Mexico and cross the border, because they're gonna get separated from family.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have children, so my life is over.
American border near.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry for your loss.
God.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah, I literally, I've got 2 daughters and I've got a missus. Literally, my
old
my
are you?
house. I'm 32. My house is literally like a fudge fest.
Oh.
Dude, are they asleep now?
What is
How are you
the general consensus of black people in England the same as it is in America when it comes to stereotypes?
No, absolutely not. I've got. In fact, it's slightly weirder because of where you guys use the N-word as a insult. We pretty much. I've got a bunch of black friends, and I like to take the piss out of them. I mean, I run a business, and a couple of my black friends are actually in the business. And as they leave, I tell them they're free, and they just kind of give me the look like,
Yeah.
are you fucking seriously telling me that I'm free? I said, well, but we all laugh at it in that
It's
way.
okay.
They can take the joke.
Yeah, because Britain is full of
'Cause they under-
sarcasm, and we understand sarcasm.
Yep.
Unfortunately, America doesn't
You guys-
understand sarcasm that much.
You guys basically run off
I
of
understood
sarcasm.
sarcasm as like math.
Hey, Batman, it's
very
been
good.
fun, but I'm gonna go. It's been fun talking.
Yep, nice meeting you. Thank you.
See ya.
What's your opinion on mainstream media? Do you watch it or get news from other places?
I do watch mainstream media. I think some of it is all right. But let's face it, a lot of it's bullshit.
Yeah,
They
you
like
also
to-
do your research when a news story comes out.
Yeah, I mean, look, guys.
They
this-
like to exaggerate
this is-
shit.
Yeah, I know. This is the point. This is why when like you came in saying about Muslims and stuff like that, the only reason anybody has said anything about Muslims in the last fucking 10, 15 years is because of obviously what happened to the towers. Before that, nobody was mentioning shit about them. But as soon as the fucking Muslims thing came out, and what religion are they? Oh, they must be doing it in the thing of religion. Oh, they are. So that means that the whole religion must be bad. That's all been caused by mainstream media. It's all been caused by all this bullshit. The fact is, there are little.
It's fear mongering because when people are scared, it's easier to control.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, not being funny, you can take the world and okay, let's take this in perspective. If we say there's 1 billion Muslims out there, right, then about 1,000 of those Muslims will be fucking terrorists. So it's it's a very small fucking number of people. Yes, okay, there are countries that they're full of them. That's their country.
They
I mean,
kill a
what the fuck
lot.
do you want me to
Few people
say?
kill a lot.
Yeah, I mean, what do you want me to fucking say about it? That's their country. Not being funny, it's utterly ridiculous for anybody to come around and say, oh well, you shouldn't be doing this in your country, and you shouldn't be doing this there, you shouldn't be doing that there. Fucking hell, this ain't Team America, this ain't all that sort of stuff. You know, this is the real world. The fact is, people fucking they run their own shit, and we can't even get our own fucking countries right. You know, that's the one thing I do like about Donald Trump is he's more interested in fucking getting his own country sorted than pissing around with other people's. You know, where everyone else is too busy sticking their nose in other people's fucking business to actually get on and fix their own shit.
They get taking. I like it. Shut up.
Hey, so you definitely just moved to America because your political views are pretty on point with a lot of people with the not giving fuck. But real question here, I see your name is Batman Star World. So is Batman your favorite superhero?
No. It comes from the fact that I play a game called Arma 3.
You're Batman?
No, not the real Batman. No, I play a game called Arma 3, and they've got a mod on it, which is like a life mod where you pretend to be someone else. And just one day, I picked up on one of her little shops there was a Batman suit. I put it on. I started calling myself Batman, and then pretty much there was a whole hype about it, and it stuck from there. So I changed my name from Star Worlds to Batman. I've been known as Batman ever since, but obviously all my old friends know me as Star World, so I just keep it in brackets so people know who I am.
Why choose Star World? Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Back when I was a kid and just just when the internet was fucking starting out, there was a Microsoft game called Freelancer, which was like a space game basically, and I used to run some servers for it and usual kiddie whiz kid shit. And I used to run some.
So you're a geek.
Yeah, oh god, fucking yeah, I'm a geek. Jesus Christ, I'm sat on a. Look, put it this way: it's 4:10 in the fucking morning. I've got my missus in the bed in the other room. She's got a massive set of tits, and I'm sat here talking to you guys on a computer game. Yes, I'm a fucking geek.
A loser.
yeah, but you're here too.
Do you even like Batman?
Yeah, I'm not a loser. I'm American.
Do I like?
You're a drunk loser.
Okay, I'm gonna put this honestly. I liked Batman when DC didn't have the fucking charge of it. As soon as DC took that shit and they put that twat Ben Affleck in charge, and fuck me, it went to shit. I mean, Batman and Superman. Come on, can we all, as you say, well can unite and say that was shit.
Adam West was the best.
Yeah, he was brilliant at it.
Close my case.
And the Joker, fuck me, fucking what's his face who played the Joker did it brilliantly.
Heath Ledger, dude.
Keith Ledger,
he did a great job. But okay, let me ask this, because you're from England. How popular are comic books there?
They're popular, probably just as much as they are in America, with its own lots of people. They're not anything of my life. They're not anything in a lot of, well, I don't know any of my friends. It's one of those things, it's kind of fad. If people are into comic books, they keep it in their own house. They don't really say it because it's seen as obviously a geeky culture. So, fuck knows, I don't know.
Oh, it's exactly like America, and you have you have some pride in yourself, and you're not gonna let yourself out there unless there are people around you are like-minded. What about Japanese culture and I'm not talking like old Japanese culture. I'm talking about like anime and stuff. Do you have like those kinds of people there too?
Yeah. The fact there is no difference between the people in England and the people in America. The fact is that America is one massive fucking bigger size, so you've got more of those majorities of people in that country. The fact is England
That's true.
And that's the point. Yeah, thank you. It is true. The fact is the same people and the same views are travelled from America to England, except for they're all in different masses of people. So we might have more people that believe in one thing here, where America have more people believe in the other thing there. But the fact is, the same thing is all over the place.
But you speak funny and blubber.
You say the fact is a lot. Is that just you, or is that like thing in England they do a lot? I'm just curious.
No, that's me. To me,
it's cool. I say penis a lot, so it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's because he likes docking.
So, what are your opinions on Nigel Farage? I'm guessing you don't like him by your opinion, so...
Okay, so Daphne from Frasier. The show Frasier, Daphne is an English person, and on the 4th of July, she does something called Ugly American, and she dresses with a lot of red, white, and blue. Ironically, is that something the English people do, or is that something the show did to kind of do a wink, wink, nudge, nudge thing?
No, that's something the show did. I mean, that's bullshit. The way America...
You guys don't give a shit about 4th of July then, right?
Nope.
That's good. I'm glad you guys don't give a shit about it.
To be quite honest, we don't give a shit about half of the English traditions either, so we really don't care.
Oh shit. What's your views on the Parliament then? If you guys don't care, if you guys don't give a shit about that stuff, what's your views on Parliament?
Give me a fucking explosive device and a bonfire, and I'll fucking show my views on the Parliament. Bunch of old.
I'm questioning. So I'm getting your
carry
opinions. You don't like Nigel Farage.
See, right, that's a bloody good question. Nigel Farage, right, I think has got some excellent ideas, and I think he could be a brilliant Prime Minister. Other than the fact that he's a racist cunt. I mean,
I wouldn't call him racist at all. If you actually listen to what he says, it's not racist.
No.
Research what he says.
Yeah, you know, the problem is if Nigel Farage will get the fuck out of that party, that's not going to do him any good, and actually get and do something properly, then maybe he will get a bit more of a bit of attention. I think he screwed his political career by being where he is, but if he actually came up in one of the bigger parties or created his own one, didn't have that sort of reputation. I mean, there's no good sitting there and saying something like, what's his party called again? Fucking, I can't even remember what it's called.
UK Independence
UK
Party.
Independence Party. I'm sorry, just shouts fucking racism to me. And you know, although you'll say it's not, the UK Independence Party actually started as a racist movement, so it is. And
oh, it's independence from the EU. It's really racist.
No, it was totally.
We were the first.
The fact.
It's similar to the National Front in France, like Le Pen.
Yeah.
She party was like the Nazis.
And same with Germany, and same with and you know, I'm totally agree. The thing is, he has some excellent ideas. I believe in a lot of the stuff he says. I've never voted. I will not vote. I do not believe in any politician. They all tell you shit.
So you're a lumber of the society and the democracy. You do nothing about it. Nothing.
What is there to do about it when every party says the same shit and bullshit's the same thing? Not
So
being
you
funny.
can do your own party.
Oh right, yeah. Well, this is the point, right? Okay, let's take the American political system, shall we? You got the you got the liberals and you got the Democrats.
And
yeah?
Republicans.
All right, Democrats and Republicans, right?
And the green one.
So you've got then the president that sits at the top of it, and then you've got a big fucking house where everybody shouts and balls at each other before anything actually gets fucking done. And then by the time it even gets done, yeah, precisely, every country is the same fucking
That's
shit.
why we have MPs in Parliament and awesome.
Yeah,
Great.
Alright, so in America.
Let me tell you about those MPs in Parliament, right? You can actually put a proper problem in the MPs and the Parliament, and they'll sit in that Parliament, and about 5 of them will start there shouting at each other, believing yes or not, right? And then the rest of them won't be there.
Listen to me.
Oh, I just banned someone wrong. Yeah, the rest of them won't be fucking there. Right now, as soon as a pay fucking rise comes up, the whole place is swarmed with them. Utter bullshit.
Oh my god, you smell God.
How did England view 9/11 when it happened?
Huh?
How did England view 9/11 when it happened?
Fucking disgusting. Don't get me wrong, I will sit there and I will say the people that put those fucking planes into those buildings were a bunch of fucking vicious pricks that should never fucking walk the earth and should be burnt at the stake. Right? I did not believe in anything like that. I can't stand people that do that. People who fucking blow up things, fucking kill innocent people. They're not in the war.
It's a bit late for that, bro. You put one of them as your mayor.
What about the droided death on the
interesting. I was in the 5th grade, I think, when it happened. So, where were you when it happened?
I was in school. I remember exactly where I was because we watched it live.
Why British people smell like
the whole school stopped, and they brought us all into the assembly room, the whole school, and they put it on the big screen, and we watched everything happening live.
That's really interesting that the whole school to do something that was in America. So, do a lot of people that in England, do they want to come to America to do stuff? Because a lot of people in America, they want to leave America to do things because they don't like things that are happening in America. So is that like an American thing, or do English people like, do they want to leave the country and do other stuff?
Of course they do.
You don't want to come to America from England if you're under 21.
Jews?
Of course they do. Everybody wants to leave everybody's country. Not being funny, I will sit here and I'll say that my
Hey,
fucking home country.
but what about the Jews?
So wait, what about the Jews?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, what? Hey, what
So
about
the culture climate there is a little different because America's a lot larger than other European countries. So, it may be a little different, but where do a lot of English people want to go when they tend to want to leave when they're in like high upgrade levels?
Australia.
Fuck off. Really?
I went to Australia.
Why would people in England want to go to a place that was a penal colony? Why would people want to go to Australia where it's
let's put it simply, shall we? We sent a bunch of fucking people up to.
Wait.
Oh, fucking.
Hey, wait.
We sent a bunch of fucking
Jews.
Have you ever been there? That's why.
We sent. Fuck me, god damn it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Right, we sent a bunch of people right over to a place called Australia where to die.
The Jews?
Yeah, we sent them all over there to go and die because we thought they're all bad, and then they ended up building a better political system, a better immigration system, a better system full fucking stop than any of the. To be quite honest, think that Australia have got it better than any of the other. The whole of the planet.
Yep.
America hasn't got
Well,
it.
I mean,
America hasn't got it right. England hasn't got it right. Fucking Germany, no one's got it right. The people who've got it right are the fucking prisoners we sent over to Australia.
I think
got the...
that's how it works. So, like, if you send a bunch of prisoners over to a place and they have to build their own.
It's beautiful.
But what about the Jews?
Like, I went there on vacation, came back after a month, went back for 2 weeks, and then went to university in Australia and didn't leave for years.
This is it. You know?
Like, I lived in Adelaide for the longest time.
They absolutely got it fucking right. They got it smack bang on from the start. The fact is, you look at it, right? England, we were doing slavery and all that sort of shit, and we just fucked up our lives a long time ago. America, England went over, it started invading America, also the Aboriginals, all that sort of fucking shit, and all that crap happened, and we fucked that up as well. And then America pretty much fucked their own country up as well. And then fucking you got all the Asian nations, and they're all fucking their own shit up. The one place in the whole fucking planet that we just sent the shit to has got it perfect. They've got the best system.
So would you like to buy some oranges? I'm selling oranges.
Oranges, please. Can I have 4?
They are $3,000 each.
That's fine. I'll take 4.
Alright, can you just wire the money to my PayPal account?
Of course I can.
I love how your eyes are following.
I'm trying to buy some oranges.
Capital sign C.
Yep.
E.
Yep.
L.
Yep.
S.
Okay, right, what's your name?
I did not expect that to happen.
Pro heckler handling.
What is your favorite dish that's indigenous to England?
What is what?
No. What is your favorite dish, like a meal that is prepared in England? What's your favorite thing to eat? Because I've never gone to like an English restaurant. That's not a thing in America where you go to like an English restaurant. We usually only have like English pubs. So if I was to go somewhere, I wanted something that was made like it was created solely in England. What would I want to order?
If you were going to go for something that's proper English, you'll go for cod and chips, or you'll go for like something like a Cornish pasty or something like that. If I'm going to be blatantly honest with you, most of the time we eat 3 things. 1, pizza. 2, Mexican. 3, what is the third one?
Hold up, love. Wait.
Chinese?
I'm a little confused. I'm a little confused. Mexican.
Oh, okay.
Is it?
All right. So England is like fucking America. Anyways, so what were the? You said cotton chips. Did you say cotton chips? Cod?
Cod, like the fish, dude.
Yeah, the fish.
Oh, okay. Cod chips.
Cod
Okay.
and chips. Cod chips and mushy
Cod
peas.
chips. All right. So if I wanted to, if I was gonna go somewhere and I was like, man, English cuisine is what I want today, I'm gonna get cod chips.
You will never get it in America because of the thing is, just like us coming over to you guys and having American food, our food tastes absolutely completely fucking different to your food, and the way you do our food is completely different to the way we would do our food. You won't experience proper fish and chips unless you come and get a cod caught straight from the coast. It tastes completely different. I mean, there's no other way to describe it. It's a completely different thing. It's like us sitting here and eating a McDonald's, right? I mean, our fucking McDonald's are tiny. I bet if I went to America, your McDonald's burgers are fucking massive.
Whoa, okay, hold on. Listen, if you went to America and you had McDonald's here, you would eat it and then you'd be like, holy crap, I just ate McDonald's, I want to kill myself. Please, I'm never doing this again. And then you'll just do it again for the convenience.
It's like
that food here sucks just as it does anywhere
No
else.
one wants to eat McDonald's.
Yeah, nobody wants
if you go to Japan, their fucking McDonald's is the fucking delicious.
Nobody wants to have cut chips, all right? Nobody wants that. It's just the convenience of it.
Okay, it is, but I'm going to put you a size difference here, right? I'm not a big guy. I'm not a big guy at all. But
how big are you?
No, we can hear that.
For me to actually downstairs maybe. For me to actually eat a McDonald's, I would have to have a Big Mac meal plus 2 double cheeseburgers and an extra milkshake just to fucking fill myself up.
Delicious.
Yeah, we see that stuff all the time over here in America. You see people that are like, you should go to Europe. All the portions are smaller there. But what are the prices? So, like, if I got a Big Mac here, it'd be about $3. So how much is it over there in England in euros?
A lot more. No, we don't have euros in England. We have pounds in England. We have our own currency still.
How many pounds is a Big Mac? Is it like
They never adopted the euro as the E.
Adopted euro. We told them to fuck themselves. Thank God.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys don't use the euro? I'm sorry. What do you guys use? You guys use pounds still?
No, they use the denarii.
What's your opinion?
Okay, I'm gonna ask you about Brexit next time you're done talking about this euro thing. But yeah.
Like fucking 100 questions. Let me ask you a question. What do you think of Brexit, bro?
I think we were bullshitted to by every one of them. I think I once again, Brexit was given to the vote to the public, right? And I didn't vote. And the reason I didn't vote was because you had the Leave Party telling us a load of bullshit, and you had the Stay Party telling us a load of bullshit. And then when it came down to the government were telling us to stay when they should have been impartial in the fucking first place and just said, right, these are the pros and cons of staying, and these are the pros and cons of leaving. Make your decision. I would have voted then. Instead, they set 2 political groups up and told them to go and win over votes. It's not about that. If they want a proper referendum, if they want to put the people, whether it's an English vote or an American vote for anything, to ever decide on something, the government themselves need to stand up and just go, look, this is the facts, make your mind up. Because of having 2 parties that have fucking funding like it was some sort of election, it was bullshit. It was the biggest bunch of crap ever. And then of course, when fucking the government lost, and then the whole of England voted to basically get out of fucking the European Union, what did our Prime Minister do? The next day he resigned and walked away. What a fucking pussy. Get over it and do your fucking job.
He's a bit of a radical, mate. Yeah, to be honest, I'm actually quite happy for you guys that you managed to get out of the European. Well, you're not out of it yet, but.
Okay, so let me ask you this. 1 second.
Oh, fuck me, look at that in the background. I can see that.
Okay, Brexit. What's your opinion on Brexit? I'm sorry.
You just spoke about it for like a whole minute, bro. Do you unplug your headphones?
We literally just did that.
Can we talk about Brexit? Sorry.
Of course, we can talk about Brexit, yeah.
Okay, I don't know what Brexit is.
To own 2/3 of the world 100 years ago, and now the third world owns you.
I feel brilliant about that, to be quite honest, because of I don't think that any nation who conquered a bunch of fucking people should be sat there in charge of them. I think that independence.
But now they're conquering you. Now they're conquering you, bro.
Well, they're not. They're not at all. You know, the people in.
They are.
The world...
Have you been to London?
Oh god, yeah, no. Okay, that's like Beirut. That's a completely different fucking story.
Yep.
You know, that's a completely
Yeah,
different.
and your capital is London. They're literally, the third world is
I
ruling
would
you,
tell you, I would
dude,
tell you something.
and you're in denial.
No, I'm not in denial. I'll tell you something. London's been a cesspit since the fucking day it was fucking brought into this planet. I don't give a shit about London. London can fucking be nuked for all I care. I do not care about it. You know, nobody likes fucking London, right? London is just a place where all the political dickheads go, and it's full of everybody and anybody.
It's like Cambria.
It's just like, yeah, it's just bullshit. I mean, the fact is,
Do you think London is too far gone?
yeah, well too far gone. I don't know. London's not Britain. London doesn't represent Britain at all. You want to see Britain, you want to see what the UK's really about, you get out of London, you have a look around the rest of the fucking huge country we've got here, not the fucking London. And you're going to not being funny, you come from a place where you got fucking cities and stuff like that, and you're going to another city. Guess what? A city's a city, whether you like it or not. It's going to be multicultural, it's going to be full of fucking people, and it's just going to be a load of shit. It's going to be sewer rats, it's going to be a whole fucking lot. Not being funny, you go outside of London and you've got countryside, you've got fucking other cities, you've got fucking towns where, you know, yeah.
Yes, but dude, but the real problem is that the epicenter and the economic center of the UK and you know, is London, and the problem is you've been your people have been pushed out of London, and it's literally being ruled by a third party. You've got Sadiq Khan as the mayor now. Like, how fucking ridiculous is that?
Well,
he literally says like, oh.
Look,
he literally goes out and says,
I'm going to completely cut that bit there because the thing is, the bloke was born in Britain, he was raised in Britain, he's British. What I mean, I don't see a skin color or a religion as a way of changing someone's mind or someone. When it comes down
I
to
kind of do, dude. Look, the problem I have is that he's advocating for ISIS fighters to come back into the UK to live there. Like, that's pretty fucked up, don't you reckon?
Being funny, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to say there are things that are said that I really don't agree with, but in the same respect, I'm going to sit there and say that Boris Johnson was a fucking knob when he was in charge. I'm going to say that a mayor is just a mayor. Nobody gives a fuck what the mayor says. Oh wow, big.
You got a license for that knife, mate?
Yeah.
What do you think about the knife laws?
That's well boring.
He's banned.
He just left himself because he gets bored. I don't know what people are saying in your countries about these knife laws. The knife laws haven't changed since fucking ever. There's never been a change. There's not been a change in the knife law. There's never been knives allowed. There's never been guns allowed.
It's just a joke, mate. Everyone's taking a piss out of you, right? Everyone's just taking a piss. You know it. Come on, we both know it. We're always having a laugh about it.
I think the issue is enforcement, though.
We just honestly.
Do you have a license for that butter knife, bro?
Dude, a license for that? Oh, fuck my life. Oh.
You got a license for that margarine, Freddie?
No, but I tell you what, I'm going to be going in a minute because it's 4:30 in the morning over here, and I'm getting fucking tired. So I do apologize.
Mate.
But
you have a good night, my friend.
Yes, you too. Thank you for sitting and listening, and yeah, see you again sometime.
Later.
Laters. Ha! Psych! I'm still here. And that's me done for the night, guys.